Good afternoon. It is 3 o'clock. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the Circuit Sports of Kentucky Downs studios. The Titans' final injury report for this weekend is out, and Joey Sly, Arden Key, Marcus Harris, Bryce Oliver, and Blake Hance will all miss Sunday's game against the Raiders. J.C. Latham and Van Jefferson are both listed as questionable. Kickoff for Titans-Raiders is at 3:05 p.m. The Lee Company countdown to kickoff begins at noon. Titans radio coverage takes over at 2 right here on The Zone. This weekend in SEC football, number 14 Missouri hosting number 8 Alabama at 11 a.m. The Red River rivalry between Texas and number 6 Oklahoma kicks off at 2:30. Number 5 Texas A&M hosting Florida at 6. Auburn hosts number 10 Georgia at 6:30. Number LSU hosts South Carolina at 6:45. And number 12 Tennessee will host Arkansas at Neyland Stadium. Kickoff is at 3:15. You can catch Vol Network coverage of the game right here on The Zone starting at 12:30. For your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville 3HL is on the air. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Babsy Davenport is in Arizona. BYU at Arizona, 7 o'clock on Saturday night on ESPN2. You can catch her on the sideline there. Slay Dog getting... What's he getting?
I know. What's he getting?
Mark Mariandy's here. Slay Dog is on the line. He's getting recognized...
Wow.
For the SEC championship. Slay, is it 1999-2000 team?
That is correct. Your freshman year.
What are you doing, man? Where are you right now?
I'm in traffic. I just made it to the split, man. I'm just here getting to the split, the Chattanooga-Knoxville split.
Man, that
traffic
split
has been stupid. It's crazy. It's crazy all the way up here. Been a good flow all the way till once I got past Lebanon, all the way to Buc-ee's. Then it's been up and down, up and down, up and down. So, yeah, man.
What'd you stop? What'd you get at Buc-ee's? You had to stop. What'd you get? Come on.
You know, I got the brisket sandwich, and I got me a good water, and I also got me the chocolate chip cookies.
There you go.
Well, the chocolate chip cookies, man.
If you got the brisket sandwich, I'm looking at my watch. It might be about time to pull off anyways. And let some traffic flow by you and take a little pit stop. If I know that Buc-ee's sandwich, which I do.
I keep the dude wipes with me, so
okay,
yeah, I'm locked and loaded, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
Locked and loaded. Well, so it's got to be great, man, to be able to see all your boys again, right? You said most everybody's going to be there, right, from that team?
Yeah, pretty much everybody's confirmed, man. We're just waiting to see with Harris Walker if he's going to be able to make it up. He said he's trying to get there, so that'll be the first time all of us back in the room since the North Carolina game. Actually, since us in the locker room in Austin, Texas, after that loss to North Carolina, man. So this will be the first time, which is it's kind of wild to think of. 25 years later, man. So a lot of people we on the text thread together, so we all stay in touch, but it's different, man. Once we all get in the same room and get to sharing stories and stuff that we can't, that the next man can, is pretty dope. So only thing we're missing is a couple of the coaches, I think.
Okay, well, so man, how many text threads do you have in your phone?
I got quite a bit. So, I've played a lot of years in a lot of different sports. And so yeah, man. I tell you what though, that it goes to show, man, the real life brotherhood that you get out of sports, man. That you never, especially if you won. Like there's a lot of people don't have text threads because they was just ready to get the season over with and never see them people again. Like we wanted to see each other again on my text thread.
I love it. So I was thinking. Well, before I get to the Tennessee Arkansas game, they're going to acknowledge you guys on the field too, right, during the game?
Yeah. Tonight is like a social kind of meet and greet. It's us and I think about 8 more championship teams. Baseball,
cool. Yeah.
Baseball, all everything. Football, some more Lady Ball Sports as well. So they'll bring us all out on the field. I want to say it's at halftime. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow. Coming off the bender that we're gonna have tonight.
Slay, for a slappy like myself, I apologize for asking this question, but can you give me a rundown, a synopsis of the 99-2000 season, your freshman year?
Man, I mean, dude, what a season for the ages, dog. At that time, we were made up of 12 of the 15 guys or 14 guys were from the state of Tennessee.
Wow.
And one being from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, which is right across the border, which might as well be considered as Tennessee. That's what the makeup was. You had everybody in the last 3 to 4 year span had won Mr. Basketball, been runner-up, been a McDonald's All-American. So the talent was there. We had the highlights of that year. We went to the Rainbow Classic in Hawaii and won that. When we won that tournament in Hawaii, that right there kind of solidified us for that season as being a team to reckon with. We ended up beating Iowa in the championship game, beat George Washington, and also beat the Hawaii's team who had Carl English. All of these teams had pros on them. So we ended up beating them. That solidified us, thrust us into the SEC season where we jumped out the gate playing everybody. Arkansas, we went to double overtime in Florida, which was an ESPN Classic. Isaiah Victor hitting the fall away shot to send us to overtime, you know what I mean? And then closing it on out with a Florida team that went on. We swept them that year, and that Florida team went on to the to the championship and lost to Michigan State, which Izzo and those guys won with Mateen Cleaves. But we split with Kentucky that year. Alabama was loaded. We ended up beating Alabama. Went to the tournament, and once we got to the tournament, we beat UConn, who was defending national champs. Beat Louisiana Lafayette the game before them. And then at UConn, the North Carolina game, with James Worthy calling the game, we ended up losing that game, man. But that's when the moniker of the sleigh ride was born, because James Worthy gave me a lot of love, man, in that whole tournament. So it was up and down season, but it's a season we'll never forget. Won the SEC championship that year. Got bounced in the SEC tournament because we never took that serious for some odd reason. We'd rather party when we was in Atlanta than kind of lock in. So
that's why
after that, though, it's gonna be a lot of stories and a lot of free flowing blood in the water flowing.
Yeah, that brown water. Well, that's dope.
That brown water,
dope.
Ron Slay getting acknowledged in Knoxville this weekend, and I started to walk home yesterday, and I was like, damn, never got your take on the Arkansas-Tennessee game.
Yeah, man. So guess what? The first thing, I was talking to some of my constituents, and I was told that, man, they're not going to have no flyover. So
yeah, that's true.
My thing was, that's wild. So my thing was, I was thinking about, going to steal a crop duster plane and do the flyover myself. You know what I mean? Now, I don't think I got a problem getting up in the air. I think the problem is going to be landing. So if they ever, while the game was going on, to see a little puff of black smoke after the first quarter, that's me. I would like for somebody to come rescue me. But if I were to make it out of that and watch the game, I can't wait for Tennessee, man. The challenge has been issued, and not to the offense. Offense, you get to go make your corrections that you saw against Mississippi State. You found a way to win at the end. But the defense, for Arkansas players to come out and say they got holes all over their defense, we can't wait to run against them, if that's not the biggest slap in the face to Rodney Gardner and also Tim Banks is his defense, I don't know what it is. So it's going to be interesting to see how this shakes out, man. I expect the defense and the defense to clog up holes, put it on the big fella to pass the ball, and then I expect Colton Hood, man, who's on the tail right now, to at least get one pick, just one.
The quote that Slay's talking about Arkansas running back Mike Washington on the matchup with Tennessee's defense. Quote, they have a great defense, but a lot of holes. A lot of holes in their defense, so it's going to be it's going to be a fun game. Here, you know what has a lot of holes? The Arkansas defense, Slay. Their total defense is ranked number 119 in America out of 132 teams. They're 115 in passing D. Rushing D, they're 110. Scoring defense, they're 110. They give up 30 points per game. I don't think this is going to be a close game.
Yeah, when you give them numbers out, I don't even think that has a lot of holes in it. That's just you out here just free balling. You know what I mean? You ain't even got nothing on. You just run around. Like if you listen to the show, I explained to Moonshine and you last week that I got a lot of holes, but the underwear still hold up. So you got to do your thing with them and make the best of it. And that's what the Tennessee D has done. On contrary to what the Arkansas D has done, they're gonna give up points left and right to a team that can't wait to fire fireworks. Yeah, let's get into a shootout if you want to. I'm gonna take our defense versus their defense all day long.
So it's weird. Mark pointed out the line's down to 9.5. So money going in on Arkansas, and am I just crazy? Am I looking at this wrong?
No, I do think the line dropping like that, of course, is betting, but also it's the unknown. Like when you have a whole shift of maybe defensive philosophy, you bring a whole new staff of defensive guys in to try to shake it up. I mean, it's the unknown, I think, that has it like that. But if you just lean on what you know and go by what you know, which Vegas always knows, and they're wrong quite a bit. That's why I pushed the line up to 13.5. I think the Bulldogs going to get out there by 2 touchdowns and handle business. So, I mean, you can listen to Vegas or listen to me, Moonshine. Which one you going to do?
Oh, I have no doubts in my mind, and I'll ride with Ron Slay anywhere he goes, dude, especially up to Knoxville. But well, you guys talked about some analysis and offense, defense. Nobody even mentioned the takeover by Bobby Petrino and the 3 fired defensive coaches.
That's right.
We're not talking about. That's a huge shift off the field. So now you have college athletes who have been asked to handle all this off the field stuff for the last 10 days or whatever it's been. And man, I don't know how that bodes well at all for Arkansas, especially with already having the worst ranked defense in the SEC and one of the worst in the country. I just feel like that's just a huge, I mean, if you just inject Bobby Petrino, maybe he adds, is a little shot in the arm, and maybe a little shot in the arm, a little more high, more juice to the pregame speech. But then you tear apart your defensive staff as well, and then you throw out the number 1 offense in the country. What in the world are we talking about here? And why is the line going the other way except for to feed us more cash? I just can't. I mean, you guys can talk X's and O's all you want. I'm talking about how hard that would be as a player to try to overcome that, and just obviously a massive distraction going into Neyland Stadium when you don't need any more after everything else that's mounted against you.
Moonshine, it's that part right there that you just mentioned last. And when you have a shake-up like that, you want to be somewhere where you know something familiar or something you can lean on as far as being comfortable, as far as when things get hot, you can get the fans behind you to get you riled up. You're going into enemy territory, which is totally different for a team that's coming off of a bye. So I'm with you. I don't care what it is. The team was reeling at first anyway.
Yes.
With the losses that they had. That's why the coach got fired. So not only are you changing the mental state of this team, you're changing the game plan defensively and trying to shake these guys back to understand you can really get out here and compete. Not talking about offense, what Petrino is great at, scoring, and like you said, take a shot in the arm and boom, we're coming out the gates rolling. It's different, man. You going on the road where if you don't take that ball, or if you do take the kickoff and you get stopped on the 3 and out and Tennessee goes and they beat Tennessee, I don't care who you got on the sideline. That team is going to remember what it feels like, and they just got their coach fired, and everything will fall apart.
Well,
they love Sam Pittman too.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing is, like, we watched them the last time they step on, and it could snowball, just like you're talking about. A quick stop and a quick Tennessee score, which they've been doing, could snowball this thing, which they just had happen at home against Notre Dame before they fired their coach, before they fired half their defense. I walked into the studio today and I was like, did you see that line move 3 points?
Yeah.
To our favor?
It's popped
I just
back
don't
up
get
to
it.
10.5 on FanDuel. So, like, that key number of 10 is going to be interesting to see where it lands. But Taylor Green is dangerous, and I know you love him, Slay, and I do too.
Love him.
He is dangerous, but that Arkansas defense is horrible.
Yeah, that's the whole problem, man. And it puts more responsibility. It's the same thing that we talk about with guys in the league, man. Like, guys feel like they have to play hero ball because you know if you don't get the ball back, we're in trouble. They're gonna continue to keep on scoring. If they stop us, we're in trouble. So that's more responsibility on them. And I think it started to show after the Memphis game. The Memphis game, they were really trying to run out the clock because they didn't want to have to go back on defense because they knew they couldn't stop anybody.
Yeah.
But that's when you start to have more incidents happen, like a fumble. You take a risk when you maybe should be able to go down and get the first down, but you're trying to make a big play, and the ball's in play, dog, and it's on. People are going after that ball, and they just continue to cough it up.
Slave Reese from Reese and Laura just sent us a message. Between multiple bets, I have almost $700 on this game.
Damn, Reese.
Reese.
Hey, man, what is Reese? Reese must be trying to pay another mortgage off. He already paid the car off last year or 2 years ago.
He said he's taking Laura to Mexican for a margarita, and he's going to drink beer. But he's got almost $700 on this game is what he said.
Well, he's going to have $900 when he leaves with that margarita.
Slay Dog headed to Knoxville to get celebrated, the 25th anniversary of that SEC championship team back in 99 and 2000. That was maybe the most fun team to watch, one of, certainly.
Absolutely.
How much fun did
Absolutely.
you have playing with those guys?
Oh, man. Hey, man, coming in that summer, we knew it was going to be special. As soon as we started playing pickup,
Yeah.
we knew exactly what it was going to be like. It's very seldom that you come into a situation with a team that's coming out of the tournament, returning 4 All-SEC players on their team, and you bring in 5 freshmen, and the games are competitive in the summer like that, without splitting up the teams and say, all right, we need a vet over here with them. No, the 5 freshmen you brought in, we playing against the 5 vets. You know what I mean? And whoever's on the side, y'all pick up 3 more when we come out. But this how we starting off, and it was a real live battle every single day. And right then and there, man, it was one of those iron sharpens iron situations as far as the competitive spirit, the swag that was brought in, the respect that was given right there from both parties, like from us to the OGs, like, all right, man, we see what y'all on. And them being like, oh, yeah, y'all going to be able to help us real quick. And it was position for position. So that right there, man, we knew what it was. And nobody really went home that summer. So everybody was up there playing. The next 2 years, the part that I talked about on Ramon and Will this morning that really hurts you is the time when the next year, like we won the SEC back-to-back. But my sophomore year, the 2001 year, it gets overlooked because it was a 3-way split between us, Kentucky, and Florida.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that's when the East reigned supreme. It was still East versus West.
Mm-hmm.
We reigned supreme. So it was a 3-way split, but that never even gets mentioned. So that team was so loaded, man. You brought it back the next year, and we did the exact same thing, man. It was, man, brothers for life, dog. That's all we got.
It. Slay Dog, Zeph's got some breaking news.
Come on, Zeph. What now, dog? Traylon gone.
Well, this one isn't about Traylon Burks. It is about Brock Bowers. Raiders head coach Pete Carroll said today that tight end Brock Bowers is expected to miss another game and will be out Sunday against the Titans.
He's out. Brock Bowers is out on Sunday.
Say it ain't so.
Dog, if this ain't, listen, Moonshine.
Hey, you already know.
Moonshine, like, brother, Hey, man, we lost a lot last year, man. Like, we're still reeling, you know what I mean? Like,
Is this a
getting
blood and water advice?
No,
Yeah,
hey,
no, I'm
we got
just
a long
saying,
show.
no,
Don't be going there.
No, all I'm saying is we walking in the mist like the Thriller video. Like, we the little zombies coming back. From
Yeah,
last
that's
year.
right.
And
That's
guess
right.
what? If you Michael Jackson, I'm going to be the little background. I'm going to follow you. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what your blood and water pick
Hey.
is, but with that information right there, I'm following you wherever you go.
Hey, listen, that's why I love you. Ride or die, man. Hey, listen.
Maybe we're gorillas in the mist.
Hey, there's a lot to break down
like-
here, but if you can't ride with your boys against somebody like this, I don't know who you can ride with them on. We'll chat more about it, but golly, it's setting up.
Golly, there it
It's
is again.
setting up. We'll see what happens, man. I can smell the blood in the water.
Gross.
Hey, man, guess what? As far as this Tennessee-Arkansas game go,
What you got?
Sam Pittman, we going to do this for you, baby. We would have never sent you away. This win right here for the Bones is for Sam Pittman, the way they dogged you. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, Sam. We got you.
I love it. Congratulations, Slay Dog. I got my my headband on for you, and have a great time tonight and tomorrow, man.
There we go, baby. Appreciate y'all, man.
All right.
Be
Love
safe.
dog.
See you, brother.
Nah, I'm getting fried.
Yes, of course. Have one for me then, or two.
Oh, man. We'll be back in a second. Greg Cosell yesterday on the throw across the middle to Cam. I want Mark Mariani to hear this description of this play and also his thoughts on where Big Jeff is with his game right now. That's coming up. Stay tuned. Britt Doherty, Mark Mariani with you. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Looking for office space that matches the level of your business? Well, there are 2 new locations for eSpaces. You can see all 15 of them and where they are, and then pick one out that's close to you where you can get together with your colleagues, coworkers, or yourself. eSpaces.com. That's where you'll find all the locations. The 2 newest in Cool Springs at Corporate Center, Brentwood at City Park. Designed for professionals, teams, and entrepreneurs, eSpaces offering private offices, meeting rooms, and team suites, 24/7 access, monthly flexibility. Discover why more businesses are choosing eSpaces. Again, explore all 15 locations at eSpaces.com. eSpaces, redefining co-working with exceptional offices for every business. And you're going to find spaces that are designed for entrepreneurs, teams, and established professionals, featuring private offices, team suites, meeting rooms that are fully equipped, 24/7 access, flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you're scaling up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Want to check it out? Tours available now, eSpaces.com. That's eSpaces.com.
MedicalHouseCalls.com. This is healthcare designed for your life, people. Parents, you're outside. No, you're not outside. You're inside, and you're wondering, like, how do these germs get in here? Now everybody in the house is sick. You ain't got time to miss work, to be going to urgent care or going to see your primary doctor. Why do all of that when you can bring the doctor to your home? And this is everything included, whether it be primary care, whether it be urgent care, whether it be IV therapy, you can get it all taken care of. They're at home. Urgent care offers expert medical care without waiting. Everything from sickness, infections, injuries, in-home labs, testing, and more. For a flat fee, you get an evaluation, a full exam, treatment plan, and prescriptions if you need it. It don't get better than that. They call it in for you. All you got to do is call this number, 615-838-2375. Trust me, I've been through it, been feeling sick, and boom, the IV. They show up with it, and I'm back to new. 7 days a week, medicalhousecalls.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you. Mark Mariani here. Don Davenport in Arizona. Slate Dog in Knoxville.
Hey, I was cordial during the break, but I got to take these live airways to tell you and the show and Zeph and everybody involved that I'm disappointed in you.
And all of us?
Yep, and everybody.
What happened?
And that includes
What happened,
Cover
Moonshine?
2. That includes Will and Ramon. Everybody involved. Paul, everybody.
Well, definitely Buck then.
Buck. Oh, yes. But how did I forget about Buck and Lucas?
And Bert.
And here's the reason why. And Bert. Because I think between everybody, we could find some business that we have in Vegas when the Tennessee Titans play the Las Vegas Raiders. We could find some business to do out there where we could do an on-site in Vegas together. Okay, we could figure out something in this that we could figure out 104.5 to stroke a little check where we could all be on site.
Well, it's funny that
at
you mention
Allegiant
that.
Stadium in
Because
Vegas next time, 4 years from now.
We are broadcasting live from the 104.5 The Zone Circa Sports Studio. Kentucky's largest sports book can now be found at Circa Sports at Kentucky Downs. Come on, Circa Sports.
What do you mean?
Let's go.
That's not what I'm talking about.
It is what you're talking about because Circa Sports could send us to Vegas.
See, that is exactly
They have
what
a
I'm
hotel
talking.
and casino there.
Holy. Okay, we're doing it. We're a little late, but we're doing it. Let's do it right now.
We went last year. Their place is pretty sweet.
Oh, it's
We
sweet.
went to their stadium swim, which is basically like imagine like a jumbotron on drugs
That
in
sounds
front of like 50
unbelievable.
pools.
Hey, it sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
I just
I
didn't
forgot
know
about
why.
that.
I wasn't sure why I didn't get the call and said, "Hey, we're on site
Yeah,
at the Cosmo."
I know.
That's where I want to be.
What time did you go to sleep those nights?
Oh, I don't know if I
goodness
did.
gracious. That's
Slay
incrimination.
Slay and I may or may not have been at the blackjack tables until 5.
You know what
6
was funny
a.m.
about that place? I think it was like midnight where like the girls that were like dealing blackjack would suddenly get up on tables and start dancing. And they would like interact, like they would switch off their jobs.
That's
Did you
right.
even notice
no,
that?
No, that's right. They did in between in the empty tables where nobody
Yeah.
was playing.
Yeah.
It goes from like a nice dinner to like, and then
Yes,
everybody just
that's
kind of next chapter of the night.
Yeah, it's a club.
Oh, I would hate it if we all ended up there tonight.
Speaking of 3HL live shows, we're broadcasting live next Tuesday from Old Hickory Pizza and Pub. From 3 until 6, you can enjoy great food, drink specials with us. Learn more by visiting 1045thezone.com/events. That's Tuesday at Old Hickory Pizza and Pub. And then Wednesday at Twin Peaks in Brentwood from 3 until 6 o'clock. That's really cool, Springs. And enjoy great food and drink specials with us. Learn more by visiting 1045thezone.com. So we have Greg Cosell on every Thursday at 4:20. And he does, for those that don't know, maybe you can only listen on Friday, whatever the situation is, he does film evaluation. And he's the best film evaluator.
He's the best in the business, and it isn't even close.
He's worked at NFL Films forever.
Yeah.
They do a show called NFL Matchup that's on the ESPN properties throughout the weekend, breaking down games that you're going to watch on Sunday and Monday sometimes. But I asked him about the throw that Cam Ward made against Cover 2 against Arizona. And we talked about this last week. Is in Arizona works their defense differently than most teams. So in a Cover 2, usually you get the inside linebacker dropping in coverage vertically down the middle of the field. This time it was Budda Baker, who's very athletic.
Yeah.
So you've got to be careful with that throw, right? Narrow window. I wanted to know more about what he saw on tape from that throw and play it for you and get your take, Moonshine. Let's go. But the one play I want to hit on is usually in a Cover 2, you've got the inside backer that goes on the vertical down the field, down the middle of the field.
Right.
Thing. They used Budda Baker on the play where Cam hit Calvin Ridley on that seam route. That was a narrow window throw and a great catch.
Wow.
So I want you to walk us through that one.
There's so much to that play, guys. Okay. First of all, it was dagger. That's the concept of the route. It's an inside vertical, which Ridley ran, and a dig underneath it from Lockett. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 99.9% of the time, guys, that route is designed for the dig ball to Lockett. But they went to cover 2, all right? And so what happened? Ridley, under normal circumstances, is just a clear out guy in that route concept. But because the middle just opened up in cover 2, Ridley saw that immediately, as did Ward. And what happened was Budda Baker was actually the middle hole defender on that play.
Yeah.
And he read the concept. He knew, hey, this is dagger. And he started to run with Ridley because he's the middle hole defender. But because he saw in his vision Lockett break inside on the dig ball, he knew. Budda Baker's a great player. He knew, oh, this is dagger. He's throwing the ball to Lockett. And he dropped off of Ridley, and Ridley was wide open down the seam. So both Ridley and Ward read it on a play that is almost never designed to throw that route.
That's fascinating.
That, to me, is as good a quarterback receiver play. That's better than to me. Maybe I'm old school. That's better to me than watching guys just run around and make a play. That's just really understanding everything you're looking at and still making the play within timing and structure.
I love that description. What do you think, Moonshine? I mean, you're talking about a rookie quarterback that's noticing something pretty advanced, it looked like.
Yeah, and I mean all that checks, and Cosell's obviously watching the All-22 where you can see
that's where
a lot of what's going on and seeing it. And I would echo all of that. And that's a very common route concept. And what he said about Calvin Ridley's role in that route is very true. You're usually a clear out guy, and you put pressure on that safety so that your outside receiver can come right off your heels and make that play right in that window, kind of not at the hash, but right inside the numbers. So anyway, what I think needs to be added and maybe put at the top of this conversation is the throw. The throw was as elite of a throw as I've ever seen Cam Ward make, and it seems like a throw that only the great ones can make. A Dan Marino and Aaron Rodgers, because just what he's talking about. Usually, let's just say that Calvin Ridley turns this into a seam, right? Which is it's an inside bender against cover 3. You kind of shade outside, but you got to bend it against cover 2, right? It's a very normal whatever. Anyway,
to give yourself some space from the middle defender, as he was talking
that's
about,
right.
who was Budda Baker's one of the best that's done it, and he was trying to bait Cam into that dig throw.
So what quarterbacks will do is in a normal situation, they'll see a middle linebacker, right? And the middle linebacker's getting depth into that hole, and that's who you usually have to beat on the throw. You see it every weekend, every Sunday. You see a cover 2 seam thrown. You see a backer. You see it's a very common concept. But usually what you're doing is you're trying to beat a middle linebacker, and what the quarterback is taught to do is to throw it at the back of his helmet. Throw it at the back of that guy's helmet right over the top, okay? Now you're talking about Budda Baker, okay? So you're talking about a freak athlete, one of these hybrid players that is known for just, the type, it's Troy Polamalu-ish, how he just gets to manage the field with whatever he wants to do. And then, okay, so you have to beat Budda on the throw, but you got to keep Calvin, you could keep Ridley away from that backside safety as well. So this throw, man, was on a laser and over Budda and kept Ridley skinny, and he put it right on his hands.
And Ridley caught it.
That's what I was going to say next. Is I was always taught, and this is maybe a baseball thing, whatever, but like he caught it with his hands open. My wide receivers coach at Montana used to tell me, if a server is carrying a tray, that's not how you want to catch the ball. Yeah. You're not catching the ball like that. You want to turn your hands over and pluck it with your fingertips. Catching it like this, you're trying to catch a ball on a flat surface. Anyway, Ridley goes underhand with it and just plucks it. It was so epic, and that's why, by the way, to take what Cosell said, all that checks out. Fantastic breakdown, but also the throw is what gets me absolutely juiced, because what I love about number 1 for the Tennessee Titans is that more than anything is that this guy's ceiling is, I can't even comprehend how high it could be, because you're seeing a throw like that as a rookie and a read like that as a rookie, and for all the crap
in a tight football game,
a must-have, had to have it, and for all the crap we heard all week, and I will pile on later in the show too, because the Arizona Cardinals gave that game away. But for all the crap we heard about the interception fumble and the drop of the ball and the getting hit in the face by Kyler Murray, that's why the Titans won. Fine. I don't disagree.
In the face.
But we also made elite plays when we had to have them. The throw to Gunnar Helm as well was as good as it gets with getting his arm hit. And to me, sure, we got opportunities back, but winning is hard in the NFL, man. Winning is hard. You know what's easy? Losing's easy. That's what Bobby Howard used to say. Winning's hard, losing's easy. And he'd point at the other locker room and he'd say, just ask those guys.
Bobby Howard,
Bobby Howard, baby. Let's go. But my point is we got given a chance and we made the plays. We made the plays, and Cam Ward, as confidently as I've seen him in two-tone blue, marched down the field twice and scored touchdowns. And I think why I'm elated about this guy is because he went to Incarnate Word, and then he went to Washington State, and then he goes to Miami, and he becomes a number 1 overall pick. And there's not been a second in there where there's any type of complacency. He never takes his foot off the throttle. He's a worker, and he's going to keep getting better. He's the number 1 overall draft pick and doing this stuff as a rookie, as a guy who only wants to get better and only cares about getting better and winning football games. I mean, it gives me chills because I'm so pumped that he's leading this football team. So anyway, that throw needs to be put in slow motion and have some symphony behind it. It was so good.
When it happened in real time, did you react like, oh my?
Dude, when it happened in real time, swear, and this is my 0-4 Titans, just negative. I'm like, we're going to drop this ball. I'm like, who's ever on the other end of this? I was just like so panicked.
It was a laser
about that
too.
throw. And then when he caught it, my jaw was on the floor. It was so good. And you know what? That's the type of play, and we'll see how we come out this weekend, but that's a type of play that can inject some major confidence into those two players who have been kind of hitting and missing a little bit and been a little rocky, especially Calvin Ridley with a couple weird, uncharacteristic drops. I'll tell you what, dude. Watching his route running and being a technician, I couldn't overwhelm anybody with my athleticism. So I had to be a route technician, and watching him run routes is insane, dude. And if they can get going and they can protect him a little bit, which, by the way, the Raiders are not putting pressure on the quarterback this year.
I know.
So if they can do that, I have a lot of faith that these two can get it going, and that's the type of play that might just get these two going.
Yep. J.C. Latham back this week. Also, Titans offensive line, lowest pressure rate of the season last week. So they're starting to get it together. First 3 weeks, 15 sacks allowed. The last 2, 4 total. And Cam Ward had time last week. Dan Orlovsky is a big Cam Ward fan. He keeps tweeting about him, including one this week. I'll read that for you when we come back. Also, Charles Pulliam will join us. The High School Power Hour coming up tonight. What games is he focusing on tonight? And then we didn't get to Cosell on Big Jeff, but he starts his answer with, oh, my God, talking about Big Jeff. We'll do that at 4 o'clock. Stay tuned. Britt Doherty, Mark Mariani. This is 3HL. Trash Talk Friday as well. We'll be right back. Want to tell you about a new obsession, Daisy French Onion Dip. I love the Daisy Ranch Dip as well. A guilty pleasure, sure, during football season, eating dips with chips, wings, veggies while watching the big game. And now Daisy came out with a delicious Daisy French Onion Dip and a Daisy Ranch Dip, and these are game changers. You need them for football weekends. They are as delicious as homemade dips, and they are made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients that you would find in your own kitchen. I invite you to snack the proper way. Daisy French Onion Dip, Daisy Ranch Dip. Look for them at a grocery store near you. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Moonshine, with you until 6 o'clock.
Let's go.
It is Trash Talk
Jeff?
Friday as well.
Yeah, what you guys got, man? Anybody out there, Pig Sweet? Anybody got anything to say or what? Anybody a Oklahoma Sooners fan?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Longhorns?
John Mateer he's probable. He's listed as probable. The line has gone from Texas favored by 1.5 to Oklahoma favored by 1.5.
Feels like a lot of mind games.
Injury report is out. Tennessee Titans. Blake Hance did not practice today. He is out for the game. Offensive lineman. Cornerback Marcus Harris, the rookie, out. Also out for the Titans. Outside linebacker Arden Key, out. Who else is out? Wide receiver Bryce Oliver, out. Kicker Joey Sly, out.
Who'd they bring in?
Matthew Wright, who kicked for them last year in 2 games, went 4 for 4.
I swear if he misses a kick wide right. That's a tough name to have as a kicker.
I didn't put that together.
Tough name to have as a kicker.
I was like, whoa, wait, okay, I got you.
Listed as questionable, Van Jefferson, wide receiver, although he did fully participate today, although it's a walkthrough day. And J.C. Latham fully participated today. He is listed as questionable as well.
Which makes me feel like he's going to be back out there.
I think so, too. Did not practice and is out. We already told you, tight end Brock Bowers for the Raiders is out. And punter A.J. Cole is listed as questionable. A.J. Cole is interesting, and you would love to know this. I don't have it in front of me. It's on one of my previous sheets. But he averages somewhere like 51 yards per kick, but his net moonshine is 33.
That
As a punt returner, you look at that and you're
that
like,
makes
okay.
me, you know what? Listen.
What does it make you?
We saw. I'm not gonna. Actually, I am gonna.
51.2 per punt, but a net average of 33.9. That means they're not covered.
That means punt returners are getting some.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, we saw last year, okay, when we had a punter coming off an ACL, and I don't know how good Titans fans' memories are. We weren't that great on special teams last year. But
Yes,
when
I think we all remember that.
have a punter, okay, who's nuking the ball with 0 hang time, you are absolutely screwed. You're screwed. And Stoney was coming off a injury, and he was trying to get it back, and all he could remember was his rookie year when he was banging the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? He was hitting deep punts, and when you outkick your coverage with no hang time, I'm telling you what, it's a massive detriment to your cover team. Massive. You can't do it. So anyway.
So DK may have an opportunity.
Well, I was going to say, so whoever, if their punter's out, this is huge. I mean, I'm a special teams guy, but it matters in a close game. And if you actually listen to what Callie said last week after the game about Johnny Hecker. Johnny Hecker controlled the field, flipping the field position for the Titans last week. I'm telling you, dude, that could be huge. Let's keep an eye on that into the weekend because I don't know if they're going to have to replace him with somebody who hasn't kicked this year. We'll see.
Again, coming up at 4 o'clock, Greg Cosell's take on Big Jeff and what he's been able to do on the football field through 5 games and get Mary Annie's take on that. Also, it is Trash Talk Friday. If you want in, 615-737-1045. Let's talk a little high school football. Charles Pulliam joins us now from the High School Power Hour. You can hear these guys at 9 tonight. Wrapping up all of the high school activity. Garth Bolden is out of town. So, Charles, who you got filling in tonight?
Hey, fellas. Yeah, I got kind of a fun one lined up here. And, I was kind of teasing a lot of the followers online. And our guest host through this evening from 9 to 11, we'll have Ravenwood head football coach Ricky Rodriguez joining us. So really excited to have Ricky. Ravenwood, of course, off to a 7-0 start. They got the 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, you name it, these guys are loaded. This is just going to be a lot of fun. Ricky's excited, too. We're going to follow some of the games and just kind of get to know this Ravenwood organization a little better. And, man, I know Garth is going to be enjoying himself. I think he's on the beach somewhere. The guy works really hard. He's got to be somewhere.
He does.
But excited to have Ricky join us. And we'll actually have a couple conversations with both the Antioch head football coach, Arcente Broom, and BGA football standout Nate Fleming is going to be on the show as well. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Speaking of Ravenwood, you mentioned the 2 quarterbacks. For those that don't know, they've got 2 Division I quarterbacks, and they're able to make that work and work well.
Oh, gosh. And so well. That's the thing. You think about nowadays overall, just in any sport for that matter, for guys to kind of take turns and be like, hey, we're just here. We're here for the program. We're here for you. I want you to do well. You want me to do well. Let's all do well. This is Femi Babaloa, Maverick Chance, two guys that really are quite special. The Athletic just did a really nice story on them recently here. I've been following for several years, too. These kids are super special, and Coach Rodriguez is going to be on the show and be chatting quite a bit about them, and, of course, so many of the other guys on this team, too. This is a pretty special squad that's found a way to win in just about every way, so we're going to have a lot to talk. You know, obviously, we're in the midst of some fall breaks here. I know Metro Schools is coming on. Williamson County, Rutherford, all those others are kind of coming off a a break. So it's a light week for high school football, but we got plenty to cover. So we're pretty excited.
Antioch beat FRA last night, and it was a basketball score. What in the world happened?
That is going to be so much fun. Again, Arcente Broom, the Antioch coach, is going to be on it. Guys, 64-62. Antioch's Andre Adams goes for 9 touchdowns. He went 18 for 27 for 372 yards and 6 scores. Rushed for 109 and another TD.
Is that the kid that Mississippi State coach Jeff Lebby was there, right?
Yeah. Watching him, and then it ended up being his little brother kind of making the game-sealing play. So FRA ties the game. Has the opportunity to tie the game. They go for 2, and then Andre's little brother picks it off in the end zone.
Nice.
The game of the season, hands down, 64-62. But, yeah, we'll have Coach Broom and maybe a special guest come on and join us. This Antioch team is super special. They go to 8-0. You ready for some fun facts here? 8-0 for the first time since 1963.
Wow. I gotcha. Thank you, Charles. I know Innsworth at CPA, big game tonight that you'll be focusing on. And 9-11, Charles Pulliam, Ravenwood coach Ricky Rodriguez. Thank you, Charles.
Appreciate it, guys. Have fun out there. And, yeah, going to have a fun one tonight.
There you go. 64-62.
First L of the season for the FRA boys.
Might as well put up like 9 touchdowns when the Mississippi State football coach is here.
Pretty dope. Pretty insane stat line.
That is outrageous. All right, coming up at 4 o'clock, next segment, we'll play for you what Cosell said about Big Jeff. If you like the Titans, you're gonna love what he had to say about Big Jeff and where he is with his game. That's next 3HL. Also, if you want in, it is Trash Talk Friday, 615-737-1045.
Sometimes it is time to upgrade things in your home, and that could be your windows and your doors. And Pella is who you need to call. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. The absolute best. I can tell you that because I have used them numerous times now. In my rental property, we had to do all of our windows and doors in that, and that entire process was amazing. And then over the summer, I would have bugs crawling into my windows in my home, little tiny bugs. And so it was time to replace those windows as well. And Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville was the absolute best to work with. From Brittany, who handled my order and all of that, to the installation, to the after installation, haven't had any issues at all, and they're the best. And they let me now give you a Dawn deal. So for the month of October, this is a good one, 50% off qualifying installations and 0% APR for 48 months. Plus, on top of that, they're celebrating 100 years in business, so you get $100 off each window or door that you order. Schedule a free consultation, have them come out, give you a quote, check it all out, tell them to give you the Dawn deal, and you can easily do that online. Here's your website, PellaNashville.com.
Good afternoon. It is 4:02. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the Circuit Sports and Kentucky Downs studios. The Titans and Raiders final injury report for this week is out, and for the Titans, there will be no Joey Sly, Arden Key, Marcus Harris, Bryce Oliver, or Blake Hance on Sunday's game. Offensive tackle J.C. Latham and wide receiver Van Jefferson are both listed as questionable. For the Raiders, tight end Brock Bowers will officially miss Sunday's game, while punter A.J. Cole is questionable. Kickoff for Titans Raiders is at 3:05. The League Company countdown to kickoff begins at noon. Titans radio coverage takes over at 2 right here on The Zone. This weekend in SEC football, number 14 Missouri hosting number 8 Alabama at 11. The Red River rivalry between Texas and number 6 Oklahoma at 2:30. Number 5 Texas A&M hosting Florida at 6. Auburn hosts number 10 Georgia at 6:30. Number LSU hosts South Carolina at 6:45. And number 12 Tennessee hosting Arkansas at Neyland Stadium. Kickoff is at 3:15. You can catch the Ball Network coverage of the game right here on The Zone starting at 12:30. For our Foundation Apparel, whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL, powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the Music City. I just had to go Mr. Rogers there, I guess. I don't know what's going on, but it is the weekend Trash Talk Friday. Mark Mariani is here, y'all.
Let's go. Slay is not in the building, but I'm trying to carry the torch, man. I'm trying to carry the torch.
Will you reach back out to Slay and see if he has a parlay? The people are asking, and I forgot to do it. I forgot to ask him.
It is Trash Talk Friday, though, man, and it is a beautiful, beautiful weekend of football. Let's go, baby.
Who does Montana have this weekend?
Montana has a homecoming game. I don't know if you've seen. Have you seen the jerseys they put out?
The new unis are sick.
They're the retros. I got to wear those one time. Those are making headlines. I heard we're going to be on College Game Day tomorrow. Let's go.
Ooh.
Showing off the jerseys. And we are playing Cal Poly. We're playing. So, trying to think if
that sounds like a really smart school.
I know. They have usually put out a good football program, but dude, I'm telling you what,
they don't have like protractors in their uniform pants.
They think they're better at engineering than us in architecture. But how about this? I think I talked about this a week ago. The Montana Grizzlies, whatever. We're 4 in the country, 3, whatever. I mean, it's a little early, but there's chirping.
I like
there's
chirping. Whatever.
There's chirping. There's a little birdies talking, and that freaking FCS championship game is at Vandy, baby.
Right here in Nashville.
On the West End on January 10th. So
if
I'm
Montana
just saying,
is in the championship game,
not saying.
I can't even imagine what the party scene surrounding Mark Mariani and his boys from Montana that are going to want to be here.
I'm trying to contain myself. I'm trying to see what the line is this week, but I'm sure we're heavy favorites. We've been having a good season. But anyway, go Grizz. You guys, if you watch College Game Day, you're going to see our retro throwback jerseys, which are sick as heck. And, man, go Grizz, baby. Let's go.
615-737-1045 if you want in. We were talking about, so let me say this. Babs is in Tucson for BYU at Arizona. BYU a 2.5-point favorite in that game at 7 o'clock on ESPN2. All right. So if you want to see Babs on the sideline. Baby. Yes, Detective Dawn will be out there. I do want to read you this. Actually, no. I will read you this later.
Holy, that's a great teaser. Did you guys see that? That is live radio teasing to.
That was more like a yo-yo where, like, I let it down and then I pulled it back up.
That was quick. Like we don't have that clip ready. Let's go to the phones. I mean, I don't know. Now I'm nervous. Golly, I got to check my notes before.
No, I said that we were going to hear from Greg Cosell and his thoughts on Big Jeff. So I want to pay that off because it's really cool. Slay asked him about Big Jeff. Listen.
Cosell, I want to go to the defensive side of the ball, man, and really just
they're playing well, Slay. Yeah, they are playing good football.
Yeah, and it's anchored by the motor that Big Jeff is playing with. It was one particular play.
Oh my God,
man! Guess what, Cosell? And that's all. But like, what else can you say? And that's what I wanted to talk about. The overall way that he's playing as far as leading this group. Cosell, I see him in getting the quarterback. He missed the quarterback. The quarterback threw it in the flats to the running back. Big Jeff ran from the backfield trying to get the quarterback.
Yeah, I know the play.
Yes. Give me that play, Cosell.
Well, I don't remember every detail, but the point I wanted to make was the one thing we've known about Simmons is that he's always had country strength to play with short stroke force and power, and he still has that. But this season, with his loss of weight, his off-the-ball quickness and short area burst is big time. Yeah. I mean, he just looks like a different guy in terms of his quickness, and he's using his hands exceptionally well. I mean, he's got the club move, the arm over move. Yeah. I mean, he's literally every play. And obviously, he's not going to make every play in terms of getting a tackle or a statistic, but literally every play, you kind of go, wow, he won again. I mean, he has just been ridiculously dominant.
I love it.
He goes on to say that he is absurd.
It's so good. And
here's the other thing before you give your eval. Cosell made the point. He said, look, I've been doing this for like 40 years. And so I see lots of great players make lots of great plays. So he goes, you know, I don't go down the path of you know, giving a bunch of flowers just to give flowers. But this is different what we're seeing from him right now.
Well, it is so, and you know what's funny is I just think Cosell just hit it on the head. It's the strength and power has always been there, and you stand next to that dude, and you're just like, man, that is something different. That was a different template than I was built from. Golly, that thing was that he's a beast. But this year, he is getting off the ball, and he is that arm over. I mean, he's. I don't know if he sees a single team and he uses it. I've just been noticing that arm over so much. You cannot leave him one-on-one. He will wreck your play, and it is really, really difficult to get to stuff the stat sheet at D tackle when you're playing the 0 or the 1 or the 3 or even the 4. I mean, when you're playing interior, you just a lot of times are wreaking havoc without racking up stats, and the only people that know it are the people that are breaking it down like us, whatever. But right now, he is piling up statistics. He is wrecking every play. You can't leave him singled. I mean, dude, when you have a guy like that who's carrying your flag into battle, and he's got the entire locker room following him into battle, and he's saying, hey, how about this? I'm not going to say much, but just watch me. Just watch what I do. Watch how I don't stop motoring until this plays out. Watch how I'm going to not get a hit on the quarterback, but I'm going to turn, reverse field, and go take out the ball carrier who just caught the ball in the flat. I mean, when you have somebody like that on your defense that's raising the level of play of every single guy around him, I mean, it is really special. I don't know. If you go look at the top performers and the top highest paid guys, they're all outside guys. They're all, when you think of a defensive player that can wreck an offensive game plan, it's all the Myles Garretts and the TJ Watts and the Micah Parsons and these edge guys, right? But you have to start throwing Jeffrey Simmons there in the top 5, top 10 guys in the entire league.
With Chris Jones and all those guys.
Yeah, Chris Jones is a good example of one that's broken through this, the DN kind of thing, who just, you just can't. Every single game he makes a play. I mean, what Big Jeff is doing on an 0-4 football team is, I just got a lot of respect for him because he just never stops, dude.
1-4
never stops. Now, let me ask you this. 1-4.
Yes.
Let me ask you this, because there's been a lot of little chatterboxes out there talking about selling and talking about that we're, unloading. Now, maybe Jeff, what would it take for Jeff to be off the football team?
Well, I mean, I think obviously, he put the work in on his body because he knew that this is a chance for him to get paid, right?
Yeah.
And he wants to be the best football. I'm not saying it's all for money. I'm not saying that, but that is part of it.
Yeah.
And I love the point that Cosell made. As a defensive tackle, you're not necessarily going to stuff the stat sheet, but you're going to, and he's affecting almost every play.
Every play.
And so affecting it like an inside run that where the running back sees that he can't go and bounces outside and gets caught for a 2-yard loss by somebody else,
yep,
you've affected that play, right? But he still is stacking the stat sheet. Big Jeff against Arizona, 8 tackles, 1.5 sacks, tackle for loss, 2 quarterback hits.
And guess what else?
That's crazy.
It's crazy
for a defensive tackle.
It's crazy. And guess what else? His kind of, well, not, I mean, calling it slim down is kind of it doesn't really do.
He looks good though.
But
like if you see him out there, he looks good.
Let's just call it his better condition and just better all around movement and faster twitch. Guess what else it's done for him? The guy never comes off the field.
Never comes off the field.
Never comes off the field. He plays 90-something% of snaps at D tackle.
He never takes a play off either. And we mentioned Chris Jones, but if you go back and look at Chris Jones on the game-winning touchdown from Trevor Lawrence, at the snap, he stands up and watches the entire play, does not even move.
Yeah. I saw that.
You never see Big Jeff do that.
Yeah, it's hard to. Yeah. It's a good one to.
I don't know what happened on that play to him. Something could have happened. I don't know.
All the people that were tearing Chris Jones down, if any of those guys were in a front office, you want that dude on your team. I'm sorry. Dude,
of course.
I'm sorry. He thought the guy was down. I don't know. He said, dude, from my vantage point, he was on the ground. It's like I don't know what I. Anyway, Chris Jones is. I'll let him have a play. I mean, whatever. I think that's why Andy Reid kind of dodged it, too. He said, can't happen, and we know this guy makes plays for us. So anyway, but what Jeff Simmons is doing at D tackle, right, 0-1-2-3 technique, and playing almost 100% of your defensive snaps is outrageous. It's outrageous. It never happens. It doesn't happen in anywhere else around the league. Go look at the numbers. So you can't give that guy enough kudos, man. And especially, like I said, leading the charge on a team that for sometimes just doesn't look that promising and peachy this first 5 games, and he's still doing all this nonstop every play.
615-737-1045. Philip in Springfield. Philip, what's up on a Trash Talk Friday?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, my trash talk is about Jared Curtis, okay, from Nashville Christian. I'm a DA dad. Mm-hmm. My son played his senior year. He was born in 05. Jared Curtis was a freshman. He was born in 06. I mean, the kid's good, but he ought to be second-year college player. I mean, everybody's on his jock because he's playing against kids, and it's a man among boys. You know, he's doing a good job, yes, but, I mean, He's going to be too old. He's going to be 20 years old when he graduates. That's my trash talk for today.
Wait, Philip, hold on. Philip, he's already gone?
No, he's there.
Yeah,
what does that make Jared Curtis? Is he 18? Is he 19? I don't get it. Help me with the math.
No, so if my son was born in 05, Jared Curtis was born in 06. When my son was a senior at Davidson, Jared Curtis was a freshman.
Got it.
So,
all right.
So he should be 2 years into college right now. I mean, it's like me going out there playing with my son's 8th grade team. You know, it's just being between 18 and 20, that is a huge deficit of age and physicality there and strength.
All right, I got you. Okay. I got you.
Yeah, I knew nothing about any of that.
When I give him his kudos, I'm going to forget that fact. I've been telling people about Jared Curtis. Now, listen. Okay, he's still the number 1 quarterback, one of the top quarterbacks in the country. He's going to Georgia. I ain't going to say nothing else about that.
Some have him as number 2.
Not going to say anything else about that. But I thank you for the fact. There's more to that backstory with Philip that we don't know about. But I'll still root for him.
He threw 40 touchdown passes last year.
So what?
And had 18 rushing touchdowns last year.
You know
and
what?
He's crushing it this year. Huge game against Hemsworth. He's going to Georgia.
Does that make us pissed that Joey Aguilar is old?
Well, I know
Diego Pavia is playing because he's older.
Slay was 17 when he went to college. That doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
People get held back for athletic reasons all over the place. I know nothing about that story, but thank you, Philip, for calling in.
Nice headband, brother.
It's my Ron Slay 35 headband. Celebrate my boy.
It's a good color, orange and white.
As I stand here today, I will continue to give Jared Curtis his kudos because I love the story. Sorry.
Jared Garantano will join us next. We'll talk about Tennessee and Arkansas. 3HL 1045 The Zone. United Structural Systems is a foundation repair and waterproofing company that has served the Middle Tennessee area since 1994. If you have foundation repair or waterproofing issues, USSTN.com is the website. And when USS comes out to your house, you're getting problem solvers who provide peace of mind to their customers, the homeowner. You're not getting someone who is worried about meeting a sales quota or upselling the next big thing, but someone there to educate you and help you understand what's happening within your home. At USS, their only measure of success is how satisfied the homeowner is, not a closing ratio. This attitude and culture is the reason why they keep employees year after year. From project managers to customer service to production, some have even been at USS for more than 25 years. Over 30,000 100% satisfied customers, residential customers, USSTN.com. Homeowners trust USS, keeping homes dry and stable. We guarantee our best. Call USS 615-488-7855. USS serving Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, and Western Kentucky. Online, USSTN.com.
All right, October is here. My neighborhood, people are already putting Halloween decorations up, which means that Christmas and the holidays right around the corner. Thanksgiving's coming up, and maybe you know that you have people coming to visit, and you're looking at your carpets, and you're thinking, what am I doing? Don't wait for the last minute. Call Zero Res. Get your carpets clean before the holidays, and if that is on your to-do list, here you go. Zero Res is going to clean a room of carpet for you for free this month only. But you have to call, tell them Dawn sent you to get this deal, and tell them you heard it right here at WGFX. So a free room of carpet clean for you this month only. Yes. Now there is a minimum does apply. Carpeted rooms only cost $45 per room too, by the way, all day, every day. And then this month only, the first one is free from Zero Res. Check them out, ZeroResNashville.com. That's Zero Res with a Z. You spell it the same backwards or forwards. It's the right way to clean. 615-535-9376. Tell them Dawn sent you.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Mark Mariani, former Titan wide receiver, kick returner. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, I love this banger. Dude, we have had a sick show soundtrack so far.
That's all Zeph
Let's
Dog.
go, baby.
Is there a rhyme or reason today, or are you just punching buttons?
I'm just punching buttons, but I do take requests. So if you ever request, I'll take it.
It is Trash Talk Friday.
What song would you like to hear more?
No, dude, I will not change the vibes in here. I love it. I love what we got going on.
For those wondering how Mark Mariani's nickname became Moonshine, it's like the one nickname I've given someone that's stuck. All you were doing was playing football. It wasn't like we were out here rolling around the bars or something, and I'm like, oh, you're Moonshine.
Yeah.
But I was like, I can't call you White Lightning because I think that's overused, right? But what is White Lightning? Moonshine.
Yeah.
And so then Titans fans would start yelling for Moonshine.
It's kind of funny. I love telling the story because it gives me all the feels and the tickles, whatever you want to say. But dude, I've been doing 3HL since 2012.
How about that?
Is that insane? I mean, it has been that long. Now
that's all
it
but
hasn't
2
been
years
continuous.
Of 3HL.
It hasn't we missed a couple years.
You went to Chicago.
Yeah, of course, but yeah, so we missed a couple years. But anyway, it's just
while you were with the Bears, though, the Cubs won the World Series.
Game 5 Saturday night.
Yep.
Let's go.
7 to 8 p.m.
Fly the Dubs, Keely. I'm a bandwagon.
JG, hang tight. We're going to get to you, but somebody called trash talking Jared Curtis, the quarterback over at Nashville Christian. Joey in Dixon County wants to go down that path too. Is that right, Joey? Or you want to defend someone?
Oh, no. I'm absolutely – I'm going to defend Mr. Jared. Thank you for taking my call. Basically, what I'm going to call out is trash on the fact that a grown man calls in to talk crap about a boy. Basically, a kid that is one of the best athletes I've ever seen on a football field in Middle Tennessee. Great kid. And the fact that we're calling in, with anything other than something positive about a quarterback from Middle Tennessee going to Georgia is complete trash.
All right, Joey.
Thank you, Joey.
I'll tell you what, man. We agree with you. That's what we've been talking about as well. So all good. I don't think
he's going to go to Georgia, and he's an incredible talent. That is for sure.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page, but it is. Hey, that's why the phone lines are open, baby.
That's right.
Yeah, you get to say what you want.
That's exactly right. Former Tennessee and NFL quarterback Jarrett Garantano joins us as he does every Friday. JG, what's up, brother?
What's up, fellas? 2 things to start off with. One, you got to give the DJ a pay raise because he's playing a lot of bangers guys right now.
Zeph with some love out the gate.
JG, he's already got tremendous amount of confidence. Listen,
he needs a little bit more on a Friday night. And 2, no matter where Jared Curtis is going, he's a great person. That's all that matters. And it doesn't matter where he's going to play college football. Wish him the best. Hope he plays excellent except 1 game a year. And if you're from Tennessee, you should probably be hoping that he continues doing big things for the state because
who's to say where he would have gone had Tennessee not locked in the number 1 quarterback in America? You know what I mean?
Maybe he wanted to go. Maybe in hindsight he said, dang, maybe I didn't get close. I remember when I was a recruit, Tennessee had one with somebody else at the time, and I loved Tennessee. And at that point I said, well, I don't want to say the words, but I said, well, dang them. I'm just going to go visit the other places and try to beat them since they wanted to pick somebody else over me at that time. So, like, who knows, right? You never know.
That's the competitor in you. I love that. I love that.
And it's not his fault. If you're a grown man talking about a 17-year-old, that's not very nice either. So,
JG, the caller wanted to call and say that he's too old and he's playing a year or two.
He's a man playing against boys.
And that we shouldn't be giving him all of his kudos.
Which I know nothing about.
Because he's a couple years older and we're giving him all this love. And it was just like, okay, well, anybody got anything to say about Arkansas or Texas or Oklahoma? Just Jared Curtis catching strays on a Friday afternoon?
Leave the poor kid alone. He's playing football. He's playing the game that he loves, just like we all did at one time, So fans are going to fan a little bit, but it's all good.
Phone line's open.
JG, speaking of, when you got to Knoxville, was there what was the adjustment period like? Just from a social standpoint, from a cultural standpoint, was there an adjustment for you?
Oh, man, that was probably some of the toughest first couple of months that I had probably in my life, just in terms of, obviously you guys know New Jersey, New York are kind of special places. They're very different.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to Knoxville, it's just a complete culture shock. One, you're away from your family, your best friends. You're away from the certain type of food, the certain type of, I don't know, all of a sudden we talk about how fast paced and how rude. You're away from all that. It's almost a little culture shock for everybody being so nice, right? And they're not being traffic at 5 o'clock. But it was a lot. And I super relied on the older players. Like Josh Dobbs was awesome to me, right? All the older guys, Josh Malone, all those guys were really, really good to me, and they helped me get through that time period. But it was super tough. It's a completely different culture shock, completely different group of people. But listen, I learned to love it. And I'll tell you this, I for sure didn't like country music when I first got there, but when I left, I was the biggest Luke Combs fans you guys ever met. So
Did everything kind of fall into place when you found Gus's Good Times Deli?
Oh yeah, as soon as I found a good burger, I was like, you know what, I'm back.
I love it. Before we talk Tennessee, Arkansas, I'm curious to get your take on just watching college football. Who are some of the quarterbacks that you've really admired their game this year? Are there a couple that stand out?
I really like Dante Moore's game.
Yeah.
I love how poised he is. I love the throws that he's able to make. He's able to do really anything on the football field. But you just see him going through his progressions. He looks really good. Fernando Mendoza at Indiana, they look really good as well. I mean, he looks pretty good. Carson Beck is having a rejuvenated season this year. I didn't think much of what he did last year was particularly on him. Per se, I think they struggled catching the football, and they didn't have the wide receivers, tight ends, running backs that Georgia typically has. So obviously all the slack goes on the quarterbacks. But I would say off the top of my head, those are the three. And the last one I'd probably say is Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson's playing some of the best football. And that's another Tennessee kid, right? Obviously, he's at Alabama, but I know Ty and I know his family really well because I tried to recruit him to Tennessee. He's playing great, great football. Great family, too. Great kid. Super proud of him. Super happy for him.
Well, two of the quarterbacks you mentioned are playing against each other this weekend. So you're going to be all over that Oregon-Indiana game, I'm guessing.
Oh, I'm super excited for that one. I think Oregon has too many dogs. I think they have too much depth for them, but we'll see. Indiana's a really good team, and their head coach is, he's going to be somewhere big time if he really wants to be very soon.
Yeah.
He's really.
Let's talk about this Tennessee-Arkansas matchup. I'm curious, as a former quarterback, and the way that you look at what's happened over there with Sam Pittman being let go and Bob Petrino getting full carte blanche on staff, and so 3 of the defensive coaches are gone. Like, from an offensive standpoint, what do you expect to see, or does that just happen during the game almost?
It's very tough, right? When you have a completely different play caller on the defensive side, one that hasn't called any plays this year and one that's not very new to college football. I mean, not very more into college football. This is his first year being a DC. I know him pretty well. He was in DC in the UFL.
Okay.
Year, so I know exactly what he's all about. But when you go into the game and you're going into this sort of thing, it's very hard to grasp what that play caller's analytics are and what he's going to call on certain base downs or certain D&D, right? You don't know what his tendencies are on third down. You don't know what he's thinking about first, second down. Is he going to send pressure? Is he going to play a 1 shell, 2 high shell? So those are going to be certain things that we're going to have to figure out in the first half while getting adjusted to them, as well as also trying to figure out what they want to do to stop us. Because I remember last year they had that 3 high look, same that Georgia played to us this year, and a 3 down front. I don't know if they can do that this year just because of how good our running backs are and how well our O-line is playing. But that's why the first couple of drives are going to be so important for us to gain that type of knowledge and start to understand how they're going to try to affect us offensively.
You know, when we started these breakdowns with you, that's one of the first things you mentioned off of that Syracuse tape was the offensive line, and that has continued throughout the season. They're getting healthier now and moving people back to where they were previously. What are you seeing from that offensive line? What's been different with them this year?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And the fact that we have David Sanders come into that game last week and play the way that he did.
Did, man.
Yeah, he came in that game, and he looked super athletic, super tall, lean, looks fast, looks strong, smooth. I mean, he looks as described. But just being able just to see them continue getting better and some of the things that maybe they were affected by early in the season with some line stunts or some like late pressures or late movement, they're starting to understand it more and more. And especially last week, I wish that we would have relied a little bit more on our run game. I know Mississippi State was very stout, but if we can get into a groove run game-wise this week and kind of settle in and trying to figure out what that defense is doing, it makes the job of a quarterback and play caller a lot easier when we're able to do that.
So I know games obviously aren't played by statistical rankings, but when it's this dramatically different, it does kind of stick out to me. Hogs defense, total defense, 119 in the country. Tennessee, total offense, number 6. Passing defense for the Hogs, 115. Passing offense for Tennessee, 4. Rushing defense for the Hogs, 110. Tennessee, 33. Scoring defense, 110 at 30 points per game. Tennessee averaging more than 50 points per game, and they are number 1 in America in scoring offense. So a lot of times numbers don't tell a story, but, boy, that tells me a story going into this one.
Yeah, and realistically, it's kind of why that they made the changes that they did defensively, right, coaching-wise. When you look at them and how many points that they've given up and the type of success offenses has had, you should feel confident as a Tennessee player right now and a Tennessee staffer. The only thing that I'll say is with the new head coach, you got a little bit of different juice. You got guys that may want to play. If we're able to sustain their first couple of punches and allow our crowd to get involved, I think we're going to be super successful. But listen, it's another SEC football game again, right? So there's going to be ups and downs. They have players, too, that are going to be drafted. They have high-level players on their team, too. So just us expecting them not to just roll over and being able to remember last year and how upset we were after that big-time game, we have to take that on as well as this year, just like Alabama did versus Vandy this past week, right? That was a game that everybody had circled saying, like, Vandy's going to beat them. I didn't think so for a second because Alabama had that same taste in their mouth as from last year. If we've gone to that game with that mindset, I think we're going to be super successful.
Yeah, I wanted to ask both of you guys this as former players. Does that revenge thing, is that a real thing that you think about during the week leading up?
Absolutely.
For sure, I'd say.
Last week was unique, too, because Vandy was chirping all summer at Bama.
Well, and then Pavia that week said, if we play our game, it's not going to be close.
Yeah, well, but in this one, and all you want to talk about is how Heupel and the boys always drop an egg lay an egg on the road at some point in the season, and we just did it last year. But, JG, I got a question for you. We are the elephant in the room. I'm an offensive guy. I played wide receiver, and so I love lighting up the scoreboard. And what the Vols are doing, especially for me, hitting on those deep shots this year, Joey Aguilar just putting some air under that ball is so beautiful. But the elephant in the room, what do the Vols have to do to shore up this defense, man? I mean, I don't think Arkansas can keep it close if the defense shows up. But it just feels like, and I know Mississippi State's a high-powered offense, but it just feels Georgia, like we haven't really played our best game on defense, and I'm wondering what it's going to take.
Yeah, I think honestly it's getting healthy, and I think the biggest thing is it's super evident that we haven't found our identity yet on defense, right? We really want to play. We really want to be a man-to-man team, but without our cornerbacks and without us being healthy up front, we're not able to sustain a pass rush with 4 down rushers, and we're not really able to get hands-on and play press man like we want to. So we're kind of in a bind right now with having to play man or zone. That has nothing to do with tackling either. I thought we didn't tackle very well versus Mississippi State, but that's something that can get cleaned up. Maybe it was us being tired. Maybe we needed the time off with the bye. But I'm super intrigued to see how they play Taylon Green, because I think Taylon Green's probably a top 10, top 15 quarterback in the country. And if he had players around him, I think he would be even more special. I just don't think they have much help. But if we are able to play him well and contain him, we'll be very successful. And they have a super good running back, too. I know he was talking a little bit of smack with Mike Washington. They're not making it any easier on themselves, right? First Diego at Vandy, and then you got this. I like this gamesmanship, a little smack talk, though. But he's a really good player, too. And I'm expecting them to make some plays, right? They should. Taylon Green has the most all-purpose yards out of any player in all of college football. He's going to be tough to stop. But if we're able to rally to the football, our D-line's able to get the sacks like they did 2 weeks ago at Mississippi State, maybe get a couple key turnovers, I think Arkansas will kind of, I don't want to say lie down, but they'll start feeling, okay, we're not having a very good season. Our coaching staff, what are we going to do after this year? We're going to transfer. They'll get a little bit of doubt in their minds.
Maybe you can answer this for us, too. Not the elephant in the room, but the elephant looming. The only other thing I can see that trips up the Vols is what's going on next week. And from the starting quarterback's perspective, seeing Alabama on the schedule, what does that do to your mindset and being able to focus on this week, handle business, knowing you have that big game next week?
Yeah, I'd say that the biggest thing, too, is having senior leadership. And when you have senior leadership, it kind of settles the younger guys down because, of course, we're looking at next week. Right? We're probably going to get game day in Tuscaloosa. It's going to be a gigantic game, probably be the biggest game on TV. Everybody knows that. But if we just continue having the mature mindset of going 1-0, and I think having a senior quarterback, having Brazel, having a couple of senior leaders defensively, having that type of team outlook, we'll be able to keep our minds focused. But it's not, I mean, listen, it's not easy, right? Whenever you're at the beginning of the year, you're always talking about the schedule. All right, now we got this one. All right, we'll be able to take care of them. Then we got Alabama. Of course, it's easy to sit there and say we got a big game coming up, but the mature teams, they'll lock in, stay focused, and hopefully out of a bye week, we don't start slow. I think that's the other big key component. Can't start slow. Got to start fast tomorrow. Keep the crowd engaged.
So ultimately, what do you think happens? You think Tennessee racks up some points?
Yeah, I think they put it on them tomorrow, to be honest. Arkansas is in a weird spot, coaching wise. They don't really know what they want to do defensively. I don't know if they have the bodies. Their number one receivers, unfortunately, had that sad injury. But I think that we might take maybe one or two drives to get a feel for what they're doing. But after that, I think then we start scoring a lot of points. We got to do the easy things too. There was a couple drop passes, a couple misses versus Mississippi State. I think we got that corralled during the bye week, and we'll be able to put up some points. JG
does a great job breaking down game film after games. So make sure you rate, review, subscribe on YouTube at JAY Garantano. Also on X. Thank you, JG. Good stuff, man. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend, brother.
You guys are the man. Thank you, guys.
There he is, JG.
Such good stuff.
Was good stuff. All right. Trash Talk Friday. Got a couple people on hold. If you want there, you can do it. As Mark said, phone lines are open for anything y'all want to say.
They are wide open, man.
Now, sometimes what you say might get a reaction, which is also great. We're First Amendment people here. 615-737-1045. Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply, if you're looking for that equipment that you need to keep that lawn in its beautiful, pristine shape, my guys at Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply can help you out. DickensSupply.com is the website. Trey Hartsook is here with more. Trey?
Hey, Brent, I'll tell you, man, once you get that grass looking good, it's weed-free, it's lush, it's green, something we got to do, no matter what, is we got to cut it. And at Dickens Supply, we have the best brands in the industry, whether it's Toro, Ferris, Snapper, Wright, and on the two-cycle side of things, Echo, Shindawa, Steel, Red Max, buy where the pros buy. There's a reason that when you see the trucks rolling through, they're professional landscape contractors. They have certain brands on their trucks that they trust to put food on their table. At Dickens Supply, we sell those brands right here. Whether you have 0.3 of an acre and you're a weekend warrior that wants to get it done, or you're a professional landscape contractor, we have the equipment that you need to get that stuff taken care of. So if you got any questions about mowers, we can sell them, we can service them. If yours breaks down, we can work on it. So we're full shop when it comes to the service side of things, and we love to sell you new ones. So if you got any questions whatsoever, please give us a shot on your next equipment purchase. We're conveniently located in Harlan Mill, Tennessee. Got locations in Nashville, Hendersonville, Murfreesboro, Bellevue, Brentwood, Lawnmower, Mount Juliet, and Franklin. If you can't get a hold of us, check us online, DickensSupply.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brett Doherty, Mark Mariani.
Trash Talk Friday.
On a Trash Talk Friday. Hey, did you go downtown for Post Malone's little pop-up concert the other day?
No, but
30,000 people.
It was sick, dude.
They had snipers on top of the buildings for some reason.
Well, because that's the BS world we live in. But Nashville was showing off, dude. And I'll tell you, I was a Wednesday night, right? And Posty lit off those fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, whoa, what the? Oh, okay, good. It was just fun. I'm like, what is going on a Wednesday night? Sick. It was so sick.
Well, and I started thinking, like, he had to pay for those fireworks, right? Because that's not a city thing.
I don't think so, no. And then,
Like, if you wanted to have a big party at your pad.
We should.
And you shot off a bunch of fireworks, you would have to pay for those fireworks, I would think, right?
Absolutely. I mean, we should do it.
By the way, have you seen the 911 Nashville pilot?
No.
The pilot's out.
Okay, so they're talking about it in the chat. What's the deal with it? Any good?
It's the opposite of good.
Oh, God. My skin's crawling now. Oh, my gosh. No.
Mark.
I can't.
It's so bad. Dude.
I don't want any part of it. I'll never watch a second of it. I don't want any part of it. Zero. I remember when we had the first one, and it was fine, whatever. I knew some of those guys, and I'm like,
Nashville?
It's brutal, dude.
Okay, there's a male stripper on the show named Blue.
No, there's not.
Yes.
What are they doing, dude?
He wants to be a firefighter.
I hope it went so bad that they don't film the rest of it. Get out of here, dude. Can you just not do that? Let's not do Nashville 911. If you are out there listening, we're here listening, watching that stuff together. Let's boycott it. I don't want that.
You just don't want the production.
Well, sometimes those shows, they take hold, and if they're any good, and then they give you a reputation for what's on the show, and people are just dumb enough not to think past that. Oh, that's Nashville, and they're so dramatized, dude.
One of the emergency situations was a girl was having her birthday party at the Parthenon, outside the Parthenon, and one of her presents was a kite. So they were doing the kite, and the kite lifted her off the ground, so they had to call 911.
That is not true.
And she's flying through the air. And so Kimberly Williams, who was in Father of the Bride 2, which I freaking love that movie. She's the 911 like correspondent or whatever. And so she's like, she didn't even send like emergency vehicles. She told all the people to like lock their arms and when she fell out of the sky just to catch her.
Okay.
And they did.
This has to be not true. I'm not buying this, dude. Not today. Can't.
And there was literally 911, what's your emergency? Bridesmaid on Broadway, blood everywhere.
What are we doing?
And they weren't on Broadway; they were on Dedrick Street.
So have you seen the original 911 show?
No.
So
is it just like this?
Just to paint a picture of what this could be.
So am I just like too artistic driven to?
So in the new 911 or in the old 911, the original, not the spinoffs, the original 911, in this brand new season, they are sending the main character, who's just a sergeant in the police department in the LAPD, to space. They Fast and Furious it. Why is it not?
Right.
Why is a police officer just going to space?
All right, we're doing this together. We're doing this together.
There's a bee tornado. Yes, you heard that right. It is a tornado full of bees in LA.
A bee-nado?
Yes.
I like that. Okay. I might watch that.
A bee-nado?
I
mean, we had the Sharknado. That was pretty entertaining. That's kind of what this show was like, was that stuff.
The main character landed a commercial airplane on the LA freeway.
I get a little bit salty about this,
it's
too.
This type of stuff.
Because I'm kind of like a pain in the ass when it comes to. They did this to my home state, Montana, when they did all the Yellowstones and all the spinoffs, and that's what everyone.
Yes, but Yellowstone was
I know
great.
It's great. I get it, but what it does to like people just think
Beth Dutton is the greatest female character in the history of television.
That, but what I'm saying is, you start seeing this crap, and then people just have this like perception of what Nashville is or could be, or blood on or bridesmaid on Broadway. Like, dude, did you? Oh, don't even. We're gonna do this together.
Also,
we're not watching it. I'm not gonna watch a second of this crap.
There was a scene from Ascend Amphitheater, and Kane Brown was like, he ended up helping rescue a bunch of people.
Kane Brown was in it? A cameo? Oh, my
Oh, it
gosh.
was way more than a cameo.
Oh, my.
Like, my
What are
man
we
was
doing?
helping to lift, like, structures off of people. Kane Brown. He's like, come on, they need our help. Let's go.
All right.
You know, that kind of thing. But they go, the tornado's going to be there in 10 minutes. And Chris O'Donnell's looking at the tornado. It's like right there. And she's like, you've got 10 minutes. I'm like, that's the
We've
slowest
seen this
moving tornado I've
They
ever
move
seen.
quicker than that.
Yeah.
I've seen a tornado move across the state in 10 minutes,
I
let
know.
alone within the city in 10 minutes.
I'm not going down. I'm not doing it.
It was outrageous.
That-
I mean, if you're looking
that
for
makes
something
me
that's
so pissed.
like cheeseball that you're going to laugh and stuff,
Fine.
I don't think it's intentionally trying to be funny, though. Like,
No, I think they're just trying to.
Dude, a kite picking somebody off the ground, get out. And when
At
you're
the Parthenon.
when you're at the cities, like one of our biggest landmarks, when you could be showing off something else or whatever, and that's what you decide to tell the story about. That's what I'm saying. That's the perception. I can't, dude. Yes, it's just I don't like it. I'm out.
Tasha said
And for that reason, I'm out.
Tasha said he was the hero, Kane Brown. Philly Mike on a Trash Talk Friday. Mike, what's up, man?
On 3HL.
What up, brother?
Guys doing all right?
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, I know it's Trash Talk Friday, but last night, being a Philadelphia fan, we were tossed into the trash with a 0 for 3 0 for 3 last night. Phillies, Eagles, and the Flyers. And I was with about 200 fans last night watching the both games on TV. Obviously, the Flyers didn't show them. But, man, the Phillies had to be the worst because it's a playoff game against the Dodgers. 2 errors, 2 unscored. I felt bad for the pitcher, man.
I did too. And for those that don't know, last play of the game, it was 1-1 in the 11th, right? And
yes.
If the Phillies lose, the season's over, and they're pitching. Dodgers have the bases loaded, 2 outs. Comebacker to the pitcher. He drops it, and instead of going to first, which he would have had plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
He rushes because I guess he gets nervous. He rushes and throws it wide of the catcher, and the Dodgers score, and it ends their season. And I always pay attention to how things are shot just because of what we do and stuff. But like the shot of, I forget the guy's name. The pitcher for the Phillies he's just like hunched over with his hands on his knees, like staring at the ground, and all you see are Dodger players running right by him.
Running right by him and celebrating, man. So, it was
a tough one.
Tough to see. But, Trey Turner, once he got back to the dugout, Trey Turner sat with him for about 10 minutes in the dugout, just arm around him just to console him. But we've all seen that happen in sports. The timeout that Chris Webber did with no timeouts left. The guy, Fred Brown from Georgetown, throwing the ball to Worthy in the NCAA title game.
I mean, there's so many examples.
There's so many, man. And that even happened to me my junior year at St. Joe's. We're playing at Providence. Providence was ranked 4th in the country in 1976. We were ranked like maybe number 75 in the country. So we go up to Providence. We play them tough. With about 10 seconds left in the game, they have the ball, and I'm guarding a guy named Soupy Campbell, who was a forward. He pumps fakes. I jump up in the air, and, of course, he draws the foul. Place goes crazy. The Providence Civic Center, which holds about 15,000 people. So I foul out. I'm walking back to the bench. Soupy makes 1 out of 2 free throws. They beat us by 1. But, man, that was a long, 72 hours until our next game. But a couple of my teammates, we were staying right across the street at the Holiday Inn in Providence. Bought me a couple of beers, man. Said, look, man, just relax, come back out. Next game against Fairfield at the Palestra, I end up scoring 28 points. So in basketball,
easy
you're able to come back.
baller. Jeez, dropping a absolute on our face.
Hey, I had to. I blew a game, so I had to help win a game. But in basketball, you're able to come back faster versus football. You have 6 or 7 days to come back. So hopefully that guy will be okay. But I just wanted to call in, and you guys have a great show, man. Have a good weekend.
Appreciate you, Philly, Mike.
Weekend, man. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, sports, it's like life, man. I mean, bad things are going to happen to you. How do you respond?
Yeah, that was awful. The Philly game, real quick on the Eagles-Giants last night. I would tell you this. And this is the Giants team I thought was going to show up last week, but that Giants team is going to be a problem. And here's why. Okay, real quick. I know we got to go to break, but here's why. I'm going to read you some names. Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter. Okay? They built a defense around those absolute savages. Okay? Now, all the stuff they're doing on offense is great, and Jackson Dart is a baller. Mm-hmm. But, dude, they built that team and that D-line from inside out. Goodness gracious. So if you're looking for a blueprint for the two-tone blue, now they've been in the dumps like we have the last couple of years. Man, get those big boys on the inside, get some pass rushers. Oof, they looked scary last night. Scary.
Preds won their season opener. I was there. We'll talk about it. Also, Blood in the Water coming up. Reese and Laura going to check in from a Mexican restaurant. That's going to be something. And Dan Orlovsky, a big Cam Ward fan. He keeps tweeting about him, including one this week. We'll read for you coming up. Stay tuned. 5 o'clock hour next. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. SpringHillAC.com. Change is always happening. Thank you, Zeph. Thank you, Slay. Change is always happening. Hey, it's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten, classics are remixed, bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. But no matter how things change in 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same. The price of your internet. Xfinity introducing a 5-year price guarantee. It means you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with the best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Well, life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Learn more, Xfinity.com/deals. That's Xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees are extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed broadband experience report, August 2024. Again, Xfinity.com/deals.
What's happening, good people? Brentwood Jewelry, where you need to head to. Why? Well, I got something for you. You like style, right? Well, it's exceptional. If you like deals, that's exceptional as well. It's been happening every day for over 50 years, so why would it change? It's not. The Momley family stands on it. Just go on in there. Go to 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood. Tell them we told you to come by there. And just go around the entire store. I'm telling you, you're going to see so many nice things that you like, whether it be engagement rings, whether it be bracelets, whether it be rings, whether it be necklaces, earrings, watches, you cannot miss. They have something for everyone. Even if you have an heirloom at home and you probably like, man, I ought to get rid of this. I ain't trying to mess with this no more. Take it to them. Just see what they can do to it. Watch them put work to magic and bring it back to life for you. You can pass it down from generation to generation. That's what they do. It's real simple, real easy to find. 7012 Church Street East, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road, or on your handheld devices at BrentwoodJewelry.com.
Good afternoon. It's 5:04. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the Circus Sports at Kentucky Downs Studios. The final injury report for Titans Raiders is out, and for the Titans, they will be without Joey Sly, Arden Key, Marcus Harris, Bryce Oliver, and Blake Hance. They will potentially have J.C. Latham and Van Jefferson, who are both listed as questionable. For the Raiders, no star tight end Brock Bowers, as he will miss a second straight game. Punter A.J. Cole is questionable. Kickoff is at 3:05. League Company countdown to kickoff begins at noon. Titans radio coverage takes over at 2 right here on The Zone. This weekend in SEC football, number 14 Missouri hosting number 8 Alabama. The Red River rivalry between Texas and number 6 Oklahoma. Number 5 Texas A&M hosting Florida. Auburn hosting number 10 Georgia, and number 11 LSU hosting South Carolina. Number 12 Tennessee will host Arkansas at Neyland Stadium. Kickoff is at 3:15. You can catch the Ball Network coverage of the game right here on The Zone starting at 12:30. For your foundation repair and whatever needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. 3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling. SpringHillAC.com. Don Davenport is in Arizona for BYU at Arizona. 7 o'clock ESPN2. You can check her out on the sideline there. BYU a 2.5-point favorite. Slay Dog is in Knoxville, getting honored for the 25th anniversary of the SEC championship team from 1999 to 2000. He does have a parsley. And we'll get to him in just a second. Mark Mariani is in studio with his hat backwards.
Go. Hey, it's 5 o'clock, baby. You know what time it is. I don't know what I'm going to do for the next 58 minutes. We got to get this weekend started.
You got some brown water in that Buc-ee's Yeti over there?
I ain't telling you my secrets, bro. Get out of here.
Parsley. We need secrets here. It's Ron Slay checking back in. Have you arrived safely in Knoxville, Slay Dog?
Yes, I have, man. I'm currently en route to the Cathedral, which is Neyland Stadium. About to go check this out, this social gathering. And I got my FF, I got BG with me, and I got the boys with me.
Oh, awesome. The Graham family. Shout out.
Yeah.
Presented by your mama now.
There you go.
Tell all those guys hello. And we wish we were
They can hear you. They can all hear you. We don't speak.
Hey, guys. How are y'all?
Hey!
There's Emily.
Everybody's shot now.
They got shot, Moonshine.
I know that one.
I love it.
There they are.
There you
Let's
go.
go, slaves.
The only non-fried people in that vehicle coming up a little bit later. The kiddos. All right, Slay, forgot to ask you for a parsley, and people in the chat are wanting to know, man, what you got for this weekend?
Man, I got... There you go.
Come on, Slay, can't forget the intro.
That's right.
Mayor can't forget the intro. Slay Dog.
Give the people what they want.
Mobile Slay Dog.
That's all. That's all. Moonshine, you got to give the people what they want. So I got 3 parslays rolling right now. But I'm going to go with the in traffic 5-leg parsley.
In traffic 5-leg parsley. All right, what you got, Slay Dog?
All right, here we go, man. Texas plus 1.5. I think they get right. Oklahoma got right last year in the Red River rivalry, and they started to get things corrected. You know what I mean? It was a big-time win for Oklahoma last year. I think Texas returns the favor and get things on track. Arkansas, Tennessee. Tennessee by the minus 10.5. Run it on up. Florida at A&M. Y'all know how I love Marcel Reed.
Yep.
Coach Elko. I love what they got going. But, man, I think Florida defense is going to be something that A&M ain't just seen yet. And I think DJ Lagway, after making the assertion that he is being held accountable for them not clicking on offense, we saw it last week, I think it continues. Florida plus 7.5.
Oh, wee.
Georgia at Auburn for the fighting Babsy damn Eagles. I'm taking Auburn plus 7.5. Had to boost that up a little bit.
Yes, you did.
Auburn over Georgia. on the Plains plus 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina at LSU. I heard Alyssa Lang talking on Ramon and Will this morning, and I was like, you know what? All right, you're going to get your best fight out of this one right here. LSU ain't got no running game. I think it's going to come back to bite them. I got South Carolina plus 9.5.
So there's the in-traffic 5-leg parlay. Texas plus 1.5. Tennessee minus 10.5. Florida plus 7.5. Auburn plus 7.5. And where did you land with South Carolina plus what?
9.5.
9.5.
Slay Dog, while I've got you, let's go to South Central Kentucky. Reese and Laura are at a Mexican restaurant.
Big Play, you with me?
You better know it, Reese.
Well, sorry to disappoint, but we're home now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm having for dinner tomorrow night?
Tell Play.
What's that?
Hog. Woo-wee! Go football!
Go football.
Go football. Okay.
Hey, Big Play.
Talk to me, Reese.
Well, you'll see in the chat, I'll be honest with you, I didn't like your Par Reese's there, so I'm not going to. I can't go with them. But I got a little drunk on 18 beers the other night, Big Slay. You remember in the chat yesterday?
I do remember that. You was loaded,
okay,
baby.
I'm gonna read you my 18 beer bet, and I bet you're gonna see a common thread here. Are you with me?
I'm with you, baby. You know that.
All right. We got $35 on Tennessee minus 6.5 first half. All right.
Okay, I'm with you.
Keep going, Reese. I'm thinking this is going to be lengthy.
We're on edge. We're on the edge of our seats.
Tennessee. Yeah, Moonshine, we're glad you're there.
Hi, Moonshine.
Lord
Hey,
said
baby.
that. Tennessee minus 12.5. I didn't know they were going to lower it. And also it scared me on the 12.5 because 98% of the people bet on Tennessee. That scared me. But anyhow, $50 on Tennessee minus 12.5. Moving on. Tennessee minus 12.5, $25. Tennessee minus 12.5, $25. Oh, I got a bonus bet, Big Slay, for betting so much. So I put it on Tennessee minus 12.5 for $25 to pay out $22. Moving on. A two-pick parlay, Big Slay. Par Reese. $49 to win 113. Tennessee minus 12.5 total game. Tennessee minus 6.5 first half. Moving on. Tennessee minus 12.5, $50. Moving on. Tennessee minus 6.5 first half. Here's the big one. In the words of Dumb and Dumber, I had to keep that one. That's the big one. $400. All right, moving on.
On what?
on Tennessee minus 6.5 in the first half.
Boy, you love that first half line.
Oh, well, I tell you what. Here's the reason.
That was
I
that
love the
13th
first
beer
half.
talking.
Yeah, 18 beers.
Oh, 18.
Yeah, you
Moonshine.
put that
18.
in after 13, Reese.
18. Okay. So, here's the deal. I wanted to do 12.5 originally on all of it, but then I looked, and the line was minus 110 for each team, which told me Vegas was confused. And then I looked, and 98% of the people bet on Tennessee. That scared me. I went to the first half line, saw it was under a touchdown, and the line was minus 125, which makes me think Vegas thinks we're going to jump on them. So I went with the easier route, what I thought was the more sure route, because Vegas was more sure on the first half than they were on the whole game, and I didn't want to get beat where we're up 13 or 17, they get a field goal or a touchdown. So I got a lot of money, as y'all just read on this. So we need the Big Orange to do it. Now, Big Slay, where are you?
I'm right here, baby. You know I'm rolling with you.
No, you in Rocky Top.
You better believe it.
You know who's going to be in Rocky Top on November 28th?
Who?
I went to the Union because Kevin, as y'all know, Kevin's always against me. We got a new coworker, and in 2 weeks they're going to make me start working. So my Friday call is going to have to be on Thursdays. They're going to make me start working Friday nights into Saturday morning. And I went to the Union to rebuttal it, and he couldn't do anything to help me. So he has a
season ticket holder for row M on the lower level, $270 face value tickets, and he can't go against Vanderbilt. So me and Laura are going to be sitting with the rich people against Vanderbilt.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
I love it.
Go, Moonshine. Moonshine. Hey, Moonshine, are you with me?
Talk to me, baby. I'm
All
with you,
right.
baby.
All right. You know, Big Slay has 2 tents outside the communications building. And him and his people, even if not him, hopefully him there too. November 28th, I want Moonshine to come tailgate with us before we go sit with the rich people and let them know 17 beers in, because I'm drinking 6 on the way from Bowling Green, and then we're tailgating for 4 hours. In my disposable cooler, we're going to drink another 12 in that, because I can only fit 8 in there, but we put 4 or 5 in Laura's clear bag, and then we transfer them to the cooler, and we keep drinking them after the balls walk, and then we just go on into the stadium, and we dump the cooler, and we head on in and buy more beer. So, Moonshine, I want you to be at Big Slay's tent. Big Slay, can you arrange this?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got it. Say
Big
less.
Slay, Moonshine, Mayor. I know Babs won't want to do it because she's with them little eagle birdies. But, hey, we love y'all, and you know what time it is, Slay, Mayor, Moonshine. Do you know what time it is?
Football time in Tennessee, baby.
It's football time in Tennessee! Good old Rocky Top!
There he goes. Reese, 18 beers in, made 18 bets on the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what Bro. Okay, at least someone caught that. Okay, you're out, Slay. I was saying, that's what I'm saying. After 10 beers, it was the first half bet. After 11, it was the full game bet. After 12, first half. And it just kept making them.
Hey, BG got to say something.
BG, what you got?
Man, I just want to tell you that the parlay, Slay Dog is what you call him. He gave y'all a parlay of all dogs.
Yes, he did.
I know. I saw that.
Except for Tennessee. Except for Tennessee.
Nobody picked that. I think it's going to be a great weekend.
And lots of road teams, Slay. Golly.
Lots of road teams. So
listen, did Brooks sleep through all of that?
Yes, Brooks did sleep. He's up now because we're walking into the stadium right now.
All right, give him some love from us.
Yep.
All right, I got y'all, baby.
Right,
Go ball.
Love y'all. See ya. There they go. Woo!
I mean,
That was something.
Reese, dude, what a legend.
He's got a lot of money riding on that 12.5 line.
I'm going to maybe have to call him on that and show up to that tailgate. We'll see.
Laura Knight says Mayor and Moonshine sitting back listening. Slay and Reese making their job easy. LOL.
It's true, and I love that.
Vandy Man AD2. All of Reese's bets sound exactly the same.
It was 2 bets. First half bet, full game bet. First half bet, full game.
He listed off that $25 for Tennessee minus 12.5 like 6 times in a row. And then he said he got the bonus bet, and he goes, that one's $25 to win $22.
If y'all were not adding that up, which why would you? He did let us know that he did place more than $700 worth of bets on Tennessee.
Can you parlay a first half bet with a full game bet?
I don't know.
Because that's stealing. If a team gets out in front and then just runs away, that's a good double down.
All right.
He said he did.
Well, we'll talk about the Arkansas-Tennessee matchup when we come back. Also, some of the other SEC games that are out there. And I was at the Preds opener last night.
Oh, yes. I saw that.
That was
and
a live building, man. It was full.
That's sick. And we're undefeated. Preds are. I don't know if you guys know
And the number of 5 overall pick played. You know how usually you got to wait like 3 years to see these guys?
Yeah, that's dope.
He was out there on the power play.
Hey, listen, I'm also asking anybody out there listening, putting out the PSA, I need a Raiders fan to call in. Anybody who thinks
a Raiders fan to call in.
I need a Raiders fan to chat with. So if you are black and silver, man, we need you on here. Call in, and we got to chat a little two-tone blue. I got a couple questions for you.
615-737-1045. Brent Doherty, Moonshine, 3HL, powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. Up to Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. That's where you need to go to get that next new vehicle. Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. 3450 Tom Austin Highway in beautiful Springfield, Tennessee. About 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Best vehicle buying experience you will have ever had. 24 West or Clarksville, exit 35. Straight shot. It's about 9 miles outside of the city. Then straight shot into Springfield. Beautiful community. Appreciate those guys and certainly appreciate Gupton. Daniel Gupton and his crew ready to help you out. Just let them know what you're looking for and they will point you in the right direction. Check them out online, GuptonMotors.com. All of the deals they have going on in the month of October, you can find right there. All of the dealership information, address, phone number, all the deals, all the inventory as well, new and pre-owned. Right there, GuptonMotors.com. Check them out if you've been thinking about that new vehicle for a while. Include Gupton in the process. If you haven't begun the process, start there because you'll finish there. Go take your test drive. Go inside. They will help make the numbers work, and it will be that easy. 3450 Tom Austin Highway, about 30 minutes from downtown Nashville. Best vehicle buying experience you will ever had. That's Gupton Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
What's happening, good people? Big Slate coming to you, and it's that time of the year, your favorite time of the year. I'm talking about fall weather, football season, and, of course, the delicious food that you crave. And that's Shoney's. They have what you want and what you need when it comes to always fresh and always delicious food. And with 4 Shoney's in Middle Tennessee, you can't miss them. Clarksville, Dixon, Lebanon, and on Donaldson Pike. Right in Nashville, you can enjoy the endless variety of options, which makes it fantastic. That's right. And the value is phenomenal. All made with care and the finest quality ingredients, which makes it even better. Head into Shoney's All You Care to Eat fresh food bar where you can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner right there. Or you can order right there off the extensive menu. And don't forget that All-American Burger is right there on it, and it always has been. And it's a classic. Ooh, follow it up by the world-famous hot fudge cake. You can't miss. That's right. It's worth coming in for. They call it Southern hospitality with a twist, people, and Shoney's always deliver. So stop by any one of the 4 locations in Middle Tennessee. That's Clarksville, Dixon, Lebanon, and on Donaldson Pike in Nashville. Shoney's. Let's eat.
Let's face it, buying a vehicle should be straightforward and stress-free, and that's exactly how Two Rivers Ford has been doing business for decades. This locally owned dealership has a non-commissioned sales team whose only focus is to find you the right vehicle at the right price without the pressure. So you'll actually have a fun car buying experience. Great prices, easy financing, and a non-commissioned sales team. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
.3 1045 The Zone, powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com, 615-737-1045. Dan Orlovsky is a big Cam Ward fan. He keeps tweeting about him, including this one this week. Quote, Cam Ward's tape is incredible. He's better than we thought. If the Titans do right with and around him, he will be a top 8 player at quarterback easily. End quote.
When did he say that?
This week.
Oh, this week. Got it.
After that fourth quarter.
It's funny that he went top 8. Dude, listen, and here's the
Maybe
truth,
he went
too.
6,
I love Orlovsky. His analysis and his breakdown is, let's talk about how we rank it. Who's the top 7? Who's in front of him? No, but, dude, that's what I'm saying is, all week the narrative was, especially on the big media, was that the Cardinals gave it away. Which they did. There's no arguing
they
that.
did. But you still have to go make plays and take it.
We're making corrections in that building after a win. And that's the greatest feeling you can have as a coach, as an organization. Like, we did a lot wrong. We looked abysmal on offense for 3 quarters again. We actually played a really good football game on defense for most of the game. But we're making corrections after a win. But what Cam is showing inside the locker room, first and foremost, the way he's leading this team as a rookie, and then on the field, some of the throws that he's making, his composure in the pocket, dude. I mean, a lot of things just gives me so much promise for the future. Now, I'd like to get on the live airways and say there's a lot coming out about great quarterbacks, especially when you see the Sam Darnold and Daniel Joneses of the world, and some of these guys that are on their second stops and third stops.
Yeah.
And I want to say that coaching change, no coaching change, whatever happens in the organization, it doesn't matter. It's the skill of the quarterback, and it's the Cam Ward type of it's his personal ability to grow and develop as a player that's going to take him to the next level. And I just think no matter what, moving forward, we got a dude, man. We got an alpha male. And I'm couldn't be more thrilled.
How much sustained confidence do you think that fourth quarter performance against Arizona can give Cam Ward? Like, can he use that moving forward? Or is it just you're a rookie and you're going to have good moments and bad moments?
Absolutely not, man. We needed to get that monkey off our back. We needed that first win any way we can get it. You can't the week-to-week grind, even though it's the first quarter of the season, is grueling, man. And it's painful. And when you're losing football games and then you have to hit reset and come in on Monday, take your Tuesday off, come in on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and do it again, it is a grind. It is grueling. And to not win on Sunday is painful, especially to, just talking about him, personally and him specifically, is that to a guy that's been winning a lot of football games at Miami, at Washington State, whatever, and losing is miserable. So getting that monkey off your back and getting a couple plays that then click to everybody else. Like I said, I think that throw to Ridley and that catch, and not just that one, but a couple more catches and insane routes that Ridley ran during the game, and they connected flawlessly, could unlock a major confidence boost and could unlock a lot of things for this offense. I think I'm going to go back to what I said on this show last week. I think we need to run that freaking football, man. I think Tony Pollard is showing that he is a consistent weapon on Sunday. He's a consistent dude that shows up, that doesn't say much, and absolutely gives everything he has between the lines. I think he needs 20 touches a game. That's my number for Tony Pollard. I think that if we can get him 20 touches, that means our offense is clicking and moving and doing what we need to do. Now, outside of that, what Cam and Ridley could be the potential they have with Chig and with Gunnar Helm, I think we have enough weapons to be able to get the job done. I just think that a win like that, a couple plays like that could really start turning the momentum back in our direction. And once that snowball starts rolling downhill, man, you never know.
So when you look at the Raiders with this matchup coming up, it's down to a 3.5-point line. Yeah. Titans are a 3.5-point underdog against the Raiders. Brock Bowers, the tight end that what was it, 1,100-something yards last year, 111 catches last year, is out again. He was out last week, and they got run by Indianapolis. What was it, 40-6?
40-6.
Geno Smith has thrown 9 interceptions this season. Wide receivers, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton, the rookie out of Tennessee, struggling to get any kind of consistency going in the pass game. And we talked with Kirk Morrison, who's the radio analyst for their radio network, and also works with Dawn on Saturdays. He said it all starts up front. They're not good up front. And so Geno is hurried. He's under pressure. And so, he said maybe half of the interceptions are on him. Other half are receivers running wrong routes, offensive line being bad. So Ashton Jeanty is the rookie running back who had an explosive game against Washington, 21 carries, 138 yards, Chicago. 21 carries, 138 yards and a touchdown. He also had 2 receiving touchdowns, so 3 touchdowns. 3 of his 4 touchdowns on the season came in that game.
Yeah.
He's a talented player, but what do you see from the Titans in terms of what they can get done against the Raiders?
Well, I mean, again, I'm a Titans homer. I look at it a glass half full every time. Rose-colored lenses, whatever you want to say. But I'm just looking at matchups right now. I'm looking at matchups. The Raiders have not been getting after the quarterback. The Raiders have not been protecting their quarterback. Geno Smith has not gotten his game on. They have a new coach. They have new coordinators. They have new everything. So they are 1-4 and haven't clicked. Their best weapon on offense is out of the game. Their punter may not play. I mean, I'm just looking at the match. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm looking at what we have, and I'll tell you, I'll say this, and Cosell said this too. Our defense has been playing really well. Now, we usually play like 3.5 quarters of good football, and then either 1, we start out slow, or 2, we completely run out of gas because our offense puts us in terrible positions, and they score a couple late scores, and the score looks out of hand. But our defense, I will ride with. I will ride with Cedric Gray, man. I will ride with Big Jeff. I will always. I mean, I think they're playing good enough football. But guys, I'm just looking at this matchup going, this team has not gotten going, the Raiders, at all. And not that we have either, but these matchups. They won
their first game, but they've lost 4 in a row.
These matchups are just tilting in a direction that's, I just like what I got. I think they've come at a good time for us, right? I mean, we're 1-4. It's not like we're pounding our chest, but this is a good time for the Raiders to be on our schedule. And with a big game coming up next weekend, I like what we have going on. And to be honest with you, part of it is because Geno Smith's playing really bad football. I mean, I don't like to be negative, but
another opportunity. And if you can stack a couple wins.
Yeah.
Changes everything in the building, you know? Not that this team is going to go out there and make the playoffs or anything like that, but you're looking for growth, right? And you're still looking for growth from all of the young players, and we've seen that, really.
Yeah, and that's why it doesn't matter how we did it. It was so ugly, and they gave it to us. I'm not saying that, and I would have stood up Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and said the same thing. The Arizona Cardinals handed it to us, and we still played like crap for 3 quarters, and I would have said that, and that's true, but we needed to get that win up. We needed to get that one off our back. We needed to just get a win in the win column to calm everybody down, to calm us down in the media, to get everybody like Callahan hot seat and give us something positive to talk about, give Cam Ward his first W and all the things, everything. Well, now we can settle in and focus on what we're doing well. Dude, our offensive line is getting better. And we're getting better this week with J.C. Latham back. We protected the quarterback really well, or, better last week. We can run the football. There are things that are positive. We have great tight end weapons. I keep looking for it, and that's why I wanted a Raiders fan to call in and try to talk me off this ledge here. But I'm looking for a matchup, and the big one, obviously, is that we got to go to Vegas on the road where we should be. We should be at the Cosmo right now, or one of them, and be sitting at a sports book and betting on, off season baseball.
We should be at Circa.
But anyway, I just love the Titans matchup, and I think the Raiders are hitting us at the right time in the schedule.
From Easton Freeze, to your point about the offensive line, per Next Gen Stats, Cam Ward was pressured 10 times on 42 dropbacks in Week 5 against Arizona. 23.8% pressure rate. That's the lowest pressure rate of the season after posting a 44% pressure rate in the first 4 weeks. So first 4 weeks, 44% pressure rate against Arizona, 23.8%. And hopefully the Titans get J.C. Latham back.
And I think you brought this up earlier in the week, Brent.
Need T. Sweat back, too, by the way.
And, oh, golly. When does
this will be his last designated week off IR. Callahan actually talked to the media today and said they're hopeful to activate his 21-day window next week after this game.
So you brought this up, too. And, again, maybe Bo Hardigree saw a little bit of this, and they're just trying to figure each other out. They're trying to figure out what Cam likes to do best, right? Cam looked really good in the 2-minute offense. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. I can't remember who's the team that's doing it. Washington Commanders. Over 50% of their plays are no huddle.
And it's not even close. That's the highest number in the league. It's not even close. Number 2 is like 22%.
But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be hurry up. Just because you're no huddling doesn't mean it has to be like the Josh Heupel Tennessee Vols. We're doing a play every 30 seconds or whatever. But speeding things up, speeding up the tempo, getting back on the ball, getting a defense tired out, using your tempo to create advantages can help you, and it can help a young quarterback because the playbook might shrink. It might be just plays that he loves and loves to run. And somebody said earlier in the week, maybe they just go 2-minute, 4-minute the whole game. Maybe they just do a up-tempo offense and then dial it back to run the ball and slow it down when they need to do play action, run the ball. I don't know. I just felt like Cam Ward got his feet in the ground and made some big throws when it mattered most. And I feel like the momentum is could be significant.
Funny that you say that, Mark, because on Wednesday when both Callahan and Cam had their weekly presser leading up to this week, they were both asked about playing with more tempo, and I'll play you what Brian Callahan said about it first.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're one of the top handful of teams, maybe top 8-9 teams in the league in terms of just on the ball tempo reps. Some of that's game situation. But it is something that we've done and we've continued to grow. It's stuff that we're always having in our package and we always have the ability to do. And, the more guys get used to doing it, the better we get at it, the more opportunities we'll have to continue using it. And it's been productive for us. I mean, we've had some pretty solid 2-minute drives over the course of the season. Cam does operate with some comfort in that. And I love no huddle football. I think it's great. I mean, I spent a lot of years doing it, some previous employment. So it's something that we're interested in and that I think we have some ability to do well. And we've done quite a bit of it to start, and it's probably we can keep exploring those packages, keep finding ways to use it.
From your perspective and observations, like what is it about Cam that allows him to excel in those situations?
I think it's hard to probably pin all that down to one or two things, but there is some core concept things that go into it, things that we got a lot of reps on that we know well. There's something about tempo that does help kickstart the rhythm. There's something about that. It's always been the case, I think. There's teams are looking for some rhythm on offense or a spark. They try to jump the ball, and that can help. But I think there's a lot of things that make it just something maybe he's done quite a bit of in his college career over his stops. So those are all things that probably factor into it.
There's a head coach talking about tempo. What did Cam Ward have to say, Zeph?
It doesn't simplify it for me. It's just something that I've done my whole career at every stop. I lived by tempo. It's something that has got me to where I am. So it's just another way I know how to play football. So I think it just helps us as an offense.
And with that tempo, it creates a sense of urgency. Is that something that you experience as opposed to like the same calm player that you always are?
It does, especially from a defense standpoint. Them not really knowing, what we're in. Us trying to see if we can get the perfect play in a look if we can. Then it's just also something that I think we're real good at. Something that we're going to get into more, as the season goes. But we also got to be productive out of it as well.
You said you'd live in it if you could, but that's not real football. How much more of it do you think there could be for it still to be real football?
Just after, whether it's a big play, or if in my mind, I would want to do it after a negative play. Flush it, get on the ball, let's go fast, see if we can steal one from the defense. But it's all about situational as well. If we're backed up, if we're past the 50 or not. So a lot goes into it.
I love listening to that guy talk, man.
Dude,
he just exudes confidence.
I know, dude. It is. That's what I'm saying, man. He just has an aura, man. And I think we got one. I think we got one that's going to continue to work and continue to put in what it takes to get better. But on the tempo thing, it doesn't have to be like, again,
breakneck speed.
I was going to say, It doesn't have to be Josh Heupel.
Because you limit the playbook when you do it.
Yeah, you don't have to do Josh Heupel style on the ball, fast. But what happens is it could just be a no huddle or what we used to call muddle huddle. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just tell the receivers the formation, they're out. Then you tell the offensive line the protection, they're out, and it's just a quicker thing. But then the defense has to declare, and then maybe you have a longer chance to look at it, think about it. It doesn't have to be this like high speed. We used to call it NASCAR. And by the way, let's call a spade here. What Callie was talking about situational. Yeah, the reason we're running it a lot more than other teams is because we're down by a lot of points every game, and we spend the last 3 drives of every game in 2 minutes trying to catch up.
I also love the NASCAR package when you were coaching high school football and had like 3 receivers in your room.
Oh golly, dude, don't get me.
Things changed dramatically with the next coaching staff. Didn't
bring me back. Anyway, I just saw Cam get his feet in the ground and make big throws. And if he's comfortable doing it, maybe they'll put a package in and help him out. And again, Bo and Cam are getting to know each other and figuring it out. I like what we have going. I think we have some pieces in place that can get it done. We just need to find some consistency.
We'll see if they can build on it coming up on Sunday. 3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. Blood in the water when we come back.
Let's go, baby. You know what time it is. Let's go.
By the way, the Nashville Predators won their opener last night 2-1 over the Columbus Blue Jackets. Michael Bunting scored the first goal of the Pred season. Ryan O'Reilly with the game winner. Juice Saros.
How many saves?
37 saves.
37.
And the 18-year-old rookie that was drafted number 5 overall, Brady Martin, did play. He's on the roster. I love that. Go Preds. We'll be right back. I want to tell you about a new obsession you're going to have when you try Daisy French Onion Dip and Daisy Ranch Dip. You're going to love them. A guilty pleasure for sure during football season, eating dips with chips, wings, veggies while watching big games. And now Daisy came out with a delicious Daisy French Onion Dip and Daisy Ranch Dip, and these are game changers. They are as delicious as homemade dips, and they are made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients that you could and will find in your own kitchen. Maybe not me, but maybe you. I invite you to snack the proper way. Look for Daisy French Onion Dip and Daisy Ranch Dip at a grocery store near you.
Guess who's Bizak? Kellum Stem Cell Institute, people. If you're living with back pain, there's a breakthrough alternative to surgery you need to hear about. That's stem cell therapy from Kellum Stem Cell Institute. No scalpels, no stitches, just a simple injection that targets the pain at its source. That's the Kellum difference. Most patients are back to their routine in days, not weeks. Kellum Stem Cell Institute helps you get back to life faster. That's faster recovery, people. And the risk, no hospital stays, no general anesthesia, and a much lower risk of complications. Because your health deserves a safer option. You should get it. This isn't just pain relief. It's your body healing itself with its own stem cells guided by Kellum's expert care. Unlike surgery, there's no need for rods, screws, or implants. Kellum keeps it natural. Now, hurry up. Using your own cells means it's personalized and reduces the risk of rejection. Kellum Stem Cell Institute puts your body's healing power to work. Call 615-850-4415. Schedule your consultation today at KellumStemCellInstitute.com. Get relief today.
Oh!
No lie. I listen to this song anytime I have something big going on.
Dude, this is my I was going to request this song, but it's too cliche. But I before every game, and you know who's listening to it now?
Who? Mav.
And hey, shout out the Panther Cubs. We got the first grade WNSL flag football championship tomorrow.
Oh,
so,
who's coaching them?
Me. I am. And Coach Cobb.
I honestly didn't know.
I'm coaching with Coach Randall Cobb. So
Randall Tex Cobb.
Randall Cobb.
Boy, that's a hell of a coaching staff.
Hey, trust me. And you know what's funny is I'm the D coordinator. How about that? And I get into it, dude. I've never enjoyed defense so much. I used to hate those DBs, man. God, I hate them. Now my contain, dude. The most important thing. Got to have that contain. Let's go, Panther Cubs! Championship Saturday, baby.
What time is this game?
10.
Okay.
Oh, so you'll be done just in time to go watch Tennessee and Arkansas.
Dude,
no, they'll be done way before that.
What?
Well, he's got to go he's got to go eat lunch and all that. But,
I mean, you've got Alabama, Missouri at 11.
Yeah, and I do not know, dude. Missouri,
look out, Alabama.
Okay, Missouri is one that I'm sleeping on. I have no clue, and they haven't really played anybody yet.
Ahmad Hardy, that's what you need to know. 7.1 yards per carry, 9 touchdowns. He's had at least 100 yards in every game.
I've learned my lesson.
He's had at least 1 touchdown in every game.
I've learned my lesson, bro. I used to fade Alabama, and I don't. They just they're hurtful.
What about Georgia and Auburn? Everybody picking Auburn.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
The Fighting Eagles.
I don't like that.
The Fighting Babsies.
I like Georgia money. I know they're 3.5.
I like Auburn in that game.
To win?
Yeah.
Ooh!
Yeah. A little blood and water from me there.
Yeah, it is. And here's the deal. What's fun about this is everyone else gets to like fake pick. We got to tell we got to be held accountable. We're on the airwaves.
I picked them. Florida at Texas A&M. That's two really good.
I like A&M at home.
Two really good defenses,
Ron Slay. I just think, listen.
Have you seen the stat on A&M's defense?
No.
Opposition on 3rd and 4th down, 1 for 24.
Oh, dude.
No, 1 for 25. Sorry, it's 4% success rate.
I mean, that home field. I mean, I think Florida had a big win last week, no question. But I just think. I
don't think Florida's going to win.
Yeah,
but I think they may cover.
All right. It's a big line. You're right.
7.5.
No, it's 9.5.
Oh, it's 9?
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of South Carolina. I still like A&M in that game. I think it's going to be a nasty place to play.
Also, what is Ole Miss doing? 31.5-point favorite. Washington State.
Are they going to Washington State?
No.
No, it's in Ole Miss?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I mean.
One of the 2 Pac-12 teams.
I told you, dude. I already tried to fade Trinidad Chambly.
Yes, you did.
And that was hurtful. Sounds
like a nice vineyard in Sonoma County.
Yeah, it is.
Oklahoma and Texas. Oklahoma 1.5-point favorite now. John Mateer probable.
Probable. I'm going hook 'em horns, baby.
I did too.
At home.
I did too.
Come on, Arch.
Well, they're not at home. They're at Dallas. They're at the state.
Oh yeah,
fair. They're at the state fair.
That's gonna be a fun game.
Blood in the water pick time.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Turn it off. Let's go.
Hey, around here, we never let the previous week affect us. You keep moving. It's like life.
Hey, listen.
You get knocked down sometimes, but you get right the hell back up.
We're shooters, baby.
That's
right.
And
by shooters, I mean we're snipers.
Oh, gosh.
We're snipers. And them sharks are hunting.
You're sniping
and
sharks?
I told you. To start the year, I told you that I wouldn't take the Tennessee Titans. So.
Yes, you did say that multiple
I said
times.
That, and then I followed it with, until they win. And they won.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
So guess what, baby?
Slay dog.
We don't want to, baby. We're going to Vegas. The Sharks are hunting in Vegas. And guess what? Guess who I talked to this morning? Brent Doherty.
Who'd you talk to?
The AFC Special Teams Player of the Week, baby. Chimray DK. And I told him, hey, brother, they're giving you 3.5 points in Vegas. And he looked at me dead in the eye. And you know what he said?
What did he say?
He said, we don't want it, baby. Take that, Max Crosby. Take that, Geno Smith. Chew on your gum, Pete Carroll. We don't want those points. Money line, Cam Ward, Calvin Ridley, Gunnar Hume. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Tennessee Titans. Two-tone blue. Let's stack some W's in Vegas. We should be there. 3HL needs to be in Vegas next weekend, next year. Let's go.
You done?
We don't want them. Hammer that plus 195.
3HL, powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. Moonshine, thanks for coming in, brother.
Hey.
I know you got a lot
pleasure.
going on. What's the website?
Oh, dude. Just call me, baby.
Just
soldbyMariani.com. We're selling houses.
Isn't that a song? Just call me, baby?
All my information's out there. Yeah, soldbyMariani.com. I got you covered.
Live from the 104.5 The Zone Circa Sports Studio, Kentucky's largest sports book can now be found at Circa Sports at Kentucky Downs.
Hey.
Bingo card real quick.
And the
I've
other
got
thing
one.
is, Vols by 25.
Oh, I think
Vols by 20. 25.
Taylor Green is the
Our defense is going to show
trump
up.
card thing,
Our
but-
defense is about to show up at Neyland Stadium. This is an absolute lock.
3HL bingo card. Speaking of Arkansas, Slay Dog talking about the Arkansas defense. They don't even have holes. They're just free balling.
That's right.
Oh, man, we appreciate you guys, including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Have a great weekend. Good night. God bless.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya unless shout out to.
You're doing it?
Well, who wants to? You want to give a shout out, Mariani?
Shout out to Moonshine for going back with the Titans on the Blood in the Water.
Hey, let's go.
I love it. Shout out to Slay getting honored in Knoxville.
Yeah, Ron Slay, baby. Holding it down in Knoxville for us.